What up, peeps? How's everybody doing? You know what I just got through doing? I just got through editing. Finished up the show for Wednesday. It's a good one. It's a bizarre one. Had a really weird encounter, and it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. And I already tomorrow I'm working on the one for the next day, or for Friday. And this week I'm planning to go down and clear my storage unit. Finally. I don't know if people are NBA people, but it's pretty interesting now. Like I say, that's what I gotta wait and see how long it takes for people to come in. It's been so slow recently on Mondays. Don't know why. But yeah, I keep saying I get some people in here and there, but I guess it's just the time of year that everybody's busy on Mondays. I'll still be in there though. Hey, it says 3 now. Come on in, join the fun. What the hell, Dax? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't think I'm gonna be filming anything down there. I just gotta go down there and freaking figure out my storage unit, get everything out of there. So I'm not paying my $90 a month anymore. Would like to go down there for a show. He said there's fish back in El Estero. I've fished there in a long time. I just don't think I'll have time to film. Not the first time. And the second time I go down, and probably all the rest of the crap's in there. I gotta transport to like Goodwill. I just want to get all the important stuff I need out, and then the rest of it can just. I don't know what else is in there. It's not that big a unit. It's like 6x9 or something. And it's not filled all the way up. It's just like chest high, not chest high, like waist high. But I want to get all the good stuff that I want to sell out of there. All my electronics are sitting there. DVD players, VCR, stereos, tape players. I have so much stuff in there. I had some other stuff, but I sold it all off at the swap meet before I left. Sorry, I'm trying to get one of these up at least. So anybody else doing anything exciting? Has anybody been fishing at all? I said I've done 2 days, so I did a oh, I did back to back again. That's right. I did Saturday, Friday, and Saturday. Two different lakes. So still waiting to get up the second round of the Drain Lake tour. We're waiting. Just waiting on Tito. He's kind of busy for the next few weekends. Oh, you push grapes today. Okay. Oh, so yeah, you are kind of heavy set. See the guy that walks around with his feet and smashes them? Like Lucille Ball in one of the I Love Lucy episodes. It's probably a lot of fun, man. Not as fun as drinking it, but uh, squishy squashed grapes, huh? Said I did my nice. Yeah, I said I did some. Oh, hey Jay, what's up? Said not much. I still haven't scanned your channel. Do you have more horizontal footage? I haven't checked it in a while. So I still got the template for my intro new one I did in it. So I can just change a few things. It's the first template I actually saved. I usually just create them and then get rid of them. But this one with the, I don't know, where I have it all set up, I can put in different cuts and different edits. So was it my internet? Yeah, I don't know if I dropped out. Yeah, but I wanted to play around with that intro for you. Uh, uh, oh, you get an actual camera, not just your phone. 25. Nice. I haven't caught that many in a day in a long, long time. I've been sitting around the 6 or 8. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new camera eventually too. My head cams I use, those two cameras, they're getting old. Two of them have already broke. And now I have the other two. And I have a brand new one that doesn't work. But soon I'm gonna have to be figuring out a new head cam. I mean I go with GoPro. Go purchase a big deal. Yeah, I've been growing a little bit too. Aren't I at 4 or 5 now? I've been getting some subs. I don't know where they're coming from, but I'm getting some. I always check my newest videos because you can see how many people subbed when they watched it. And I don't have any, so I don't know where they come from. But I don't care. They're growing. Oh, it had somebody do a comment on, God, what video was that? Somebody left me a comment on like a 14-year-old video. I moved to Us. I was going to say, was it going to be PB? I thought it was gonna be something. I moved to Aptos and I caught my hang time, suspense, drama. PB. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like saying I'm gonna have to figure out a new camera soon. And I have those new hat like the hat cam that Tito has, those new like made ones, not just through the bill like I did. On the old video. BKPB. Oh, local pond you're trying to figure out. I just found out there's a mystical creature in one of the local ponds I fish. Yep. A mystical creature. Something that's not supposed to be there. Not at all. So it's going to be involved in the video on oh, Chris did come in. Oh, I see. I didn't even see him come in. Yeah, I'll probably be a pit on tomorrow. I went Elistera last week, so probably gonna jaunt over to Pinto for a live. And maybe some crumpets and tea. A lot I was doing, I haven't really fished from shore lately, so. Hopefully there's something there to catch still. Or something still biting on shore. Turtle action? What's turtle action? Did you catch turtles? Are you becoming a ninja turtle? Turtle action. You're supposed to guess what that is? I have no idea what that is. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, you caught one on it, huh? You caught a few on it? He'll be back on. He'll be back eventually. He got off work a little while ago. Well, so did you probably. Yeah, so did I. I just got through editing about an hour or two ago. Oh, that's right, 3. I've never fished one. Of course, I've hardly ever fished hollow body frogs. Toads I'm good at, but I just never liked the frogs. Unless it's really, well, I don't even like that. I like the toad more, even if it's like really sloppy. Chex Mix! Chex came in. Did you like the intro of the last video? Or did you like the intro of the Drain Lake tour? You always say that's your favorite intro. Your favorite intro. Get some people in tonight, kind of. Earlier than usual. Yeah. And it was the lake that you did that intro at. Remember? That was you. His intro with his fish, Chex Mix. I filmed that of him at Uvis. And I kind of can't wait for the next Drain Lake tour. I just got to wait for Tito because he's going to be busy for next whole week. I think Paradise's birthday is coming up. and that. So yeah, we're waiting for a good Saturday that we can go hit up episode 2, Drain Lake Tour. And I think we're gonna hit up Coyote, and then maybe Almaden, and then maybe Lexington, maybe Guadalupe. I know, that's why I'm doing the Drain Lake Tour. Perfect time to do it. Yeah, if we have time, there might be 7. Because we'll have all the way till like October, end of September, I'm assuming. And there's only going to be like 5 more in the tour, so. We'll hit them all up. We'll hit the major ones. Oh yeah, we always do it on Saturdays. It's Tito's day to get to go fishing, so yeah, I can't wait for Chesbro because I haven't fished in this area since the last time. It's been like 4 or 5 years, but when it's dirt low, I have a spot. I hope it does as good as it did before. It was my favorite spot ever until it filled up. Once it filled up, I could never catch anything there. It had to be bottomed out to be a really good place. And I think Chesbro is pretty bottomed out. You see the trees in the middle. I think that place you always see me film when I'm at Chesbro, that's completely dry now. The best spot where I caught my PB, yeah, it's like 30 yards from the water now. So I think that's going to be the thumbnail. I was going to do it down the launch, but I think it's more dramatic to shoot the shot dry and then put underneath my best spot and a little sad emoji with crying eyes. Yep, it's gone that low. We drove by it after Uvis last time because I hadn't been there in so long. I just wanted to get a visual of how low it was. It's actually, I think it's lower than Uvis. They're about the same size. It's close. They're both pretty damn close as far as being shrunk. I wonder how Guadalupe is. God, it's probably like nothing. A lot of it's hard to catch them. Well, they still live the same, but it's hard to find spots. I mean, sometimes, like I said that in the first tour thing. It's like it just depends on if you know where there's a ledge or something. There's no weeds in them. They drop too quick. The weeds don't grow. They said they grow and they just get dried out. So you're mostly fishing just barren land. So you got to find something they're oriented in. Find a new drop or find a new cut or all the stuff I went over in the first one during the day so far. I'm trying to figure out. And the weird part was the dam has the best rock and structure. Yep. Yeah, that's just it. Like you have to find stuff that you haven't fished in a long time. Or never fished if you haven't fished it when it's that low. Yeah, Uvis has that one. I really haven't seen any. I've seen roads in the other lakes. I don't think I've seen roads in either lakes that are that low. I haven't seen any other houses. It's only Uvis that there's that old house there and the road. But are there anywhere else? I haven't seen any house foundations anywhere else. Just where you can see that there's a bunch of big trees that are out of the water now that are actually usually in the middle of the lake standing. Now you can just see the trees that are there. You're like, oh, there's trees down there. Not just here though. I mean, it's a lot of lakes. Like Folsom, I guess, is super low. Powell, Havasu, Mead, all them are super low. Heard Powell's the lowest it's ever been since they built it. Since they built it when it was filling up, it's never been this low. I think it's at like 36% or something. I saw a YouTube video on it. They went diving down to the to where the old mine and all the railroad, all that stuff still under the water at Powell. And they were finally able to dive to it because it was only in about 100 and some feet now. Usually it's in like 250 feet or 300 if it's full. But so they went down there and dove. They swam through the tunnels. The big rock piles still there that were ready to be put into it. Oh, really? There's a bridge down there? Huh. I know there's that house foundation north of where I fish. There is some sort of foundation, a wall foundation. It's usually low enough. It's out of the water, but when it's full, it's actually not in the water. I don't know if it used to be an old house there or something. I didn't know there was a bridge down there though. Wow, I didn't know that. So kind of north or left or huh. I haven't seen the bridge, but it was low enough one time. There's an island that starts to show up by the dam on the left side, off one of the points. Out of ways as an island shows up. I've seen that before, but I haven't seen the bridge. Maybe I never went up there when it was that dry. But now's the time to go. All right, see you, NJ. He's Eastern time, so he's 3 hours later than us. Yeah, I've never seen that. Now's a good time to go like plant stuff. Now's the time to bait the lake, you know? Huh. I've never seen that one. But now you can go out, now you can go to places that you fish all the time when it's this low and like build rock piles and put logs together and do that, do your own habitat enhancement while it's dry. GPS it. Then when it fills up, you got your own private like rock piles and brush piles and stuff. Or take some crates out there. Or yeah, you can do your own little sit out there for a day just for fun and pile up rocks. You're like, oh yeah, there's a great rock pile off to a little bit to the left. Actually, there's 3 of them. I got them GPSed. How do you know? Oh, when the lake was low, I built them myself. That's how I know where they are. Hey, it's almost coming to the point that you can see. Oh, you can kind of see the super lights already. I sold some baits to a guy the other day in the parking lot of the market. where I get my beer. He overheard me. Time to take pictures. Yeah, pictures. Yeah, I did that video on that too. Yeah, if the structure's already there, yeah. Well, nowadays you don't have to take pictures of it. I mean, yes, take a picture of it, but then you can actually stand on it and GPS it. And then when the water's up, you can put out the map and you'll see exactly where it is. Nowadays, GPS, I mean, yeah, take a picture to physically see what it looks like, but you can GPS it now. Like that spot Chesborough that's all dry where those humps are and that. Yeah, you go around and just GPS all of them and put on, you know, put on your phone the map when it's full again, and you're like, yeah, okay. And you see where the dots are on your phone. You're like, okay, I got the layout again. I know where it is. Yeah, it's discovery time right now. I did that. I did that in Margaritaville, one of my lakes. And sometimes too, when they dropped a lot, when I had my boat, I'd be like, I'd see something like in a spot I used to catch them anyway. It's like 10 feet out of the water now, and I'd be like, "Ha! No wonder there's freaking fish right there all the time. That's amazing structure right there." Well, they've been low too long, but good time to go lure hunting too. Although it's been lower than most places for a while, so most people probably already picked through everything. I show you this on that when I was sitting on that log, there was a lure that was sitting there in the mud, but somebody must have lost it, snagged it on that tree, and its hook was gone. It rusted out, but it was laying down in the mud. I didn't put it on the show, but oh, Jessfish still in here. Have you found the footage of me catching a bass off that log yet? If you search through all my Uvis videos, see if you can find the one where I catch fish off that log or near that log. Because it ain't going anywhere. It's when water fills up, it's underwater. It's like halfway buried into that dirt. It's like half of it is completely buried. So it's good to know because a lot of times when it comes up, that log's under like 10 feet of water. So you get right above it, cast further out. I used to know a good one at I have in some of my videos at a coyote where the water's low. There's one spot where there's actually a tree in the water. I know because I caught a lot of fish off it, and I also lost a lot of baits on it. But there's this little corner where it goes out to a point when the water's low that you can get to that point, and right in that little corner, kind of a little out to the left, ways out, there's a tree. It's probably in about 15 feet of water when it's low enough. There's a lot of fish to hang around, I think. So the drain lake tour coyote might get good. If it's low enough, I can get out on that point. It's gonna be fun, and I think Tito will really enjoy it too. That's the point I caught my PB out at, like on 6'8". It's like just north of the launch. But yeah, I can't wait to go there. Can't wait to go to Chesbrough. But that's, they said I have to wait on Tito. Drain Lake tour, the shows, they're a group thing now. I only do them if it's with groups. No Sunday Coast Bass Fishing show, it's just me. That's the vlog show. What bird is that? Does anybody know? Kind of looks like a robin. I think it's a rat. Anybody recognize that bird call? Any LBJs in here? Little brown jobbies? Picky bird watchers? I'd be impressed if you can identify it by the voice. Wow, it's slow tonight. We got some people in, and then we got a bunch of people leaving. Let's do roll call. Who's still here? Roll call in the chat, please. Well, this thing's been wrong before. I said 2 before, and now we're like 3 people chatting. So. No, Calero they can actually fill. I think that one's hooked up. They can actually pump water into it. So I don't know how low it is. I mean, it's one like Anderson, and they can fill it. Steve, what's up? Yeah, fish came in. Steve came in. Yeah, I don't think it ever gets that low because they can pump it in. They pump it from St. Louis, I think. They have a pipe system. They have one that runs into Coyote, but they don't want to fill that because they're draining Anderson. But they have one that goes into Anderson. And they also have one that goes into Calero. So I was there one time. I haven't done a show there. I fished there for a little bit, but I think I was there one day and they just filled it up. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, they just rose the water like 3 feet. I'm like, middle of summer, we haven't had any rain. He goes, oh no, they have a pump that comes to this one from St. Louis and they can fill it up if they want. I went, oh. Oh, I hear Calero's hard. It's good if you have a boat, but from shore I hear it's not that good. I don't know. I'll have to do an adventure to a new lake and do a video at Calero. Since I've never really, I fished it once. I tried to do a show there, but I think the wind was howling, and I had no place I could go, and I shut down and went to Chesbro after I paid to get into Calero. Yeah, the wind was too bad, so I left. That's probably why I don't fish it much, because you have to pay to get in there. And from shore, there's not much area, so if I'm going to pay, I'm going to get a Coyote. Well, if it's only, you have to pay too. A lot of people around here have never fished for Sona. Sona's a pretty good lake. Yeah, Anderson, you gotta go to the backside. You can't go to the dam area where I always fish. You gotta go to the backside. There's good fish there. My PBL, there's like 5 something. At least 5. Might have been over 5. It's in one of my videos. But I fish on the backside. Whoa. The lights just turned on. Yeah, it's just funny. I mean, just saying now, it's just bro hitting right by the old boat ramp side, right of the dam. Oh, right. Oh, on that side. Oh, so if you're standing along, the dam's to your left. So you're turning to the right. I'm assuming when people say right side of the dam, it's when you're standing on the dam looking down. So yeah, off to that. Yeah, I remember people catching there when it was low. It's not the spot I want to hit, but actually, I think the first ever time I fished chest riding, it was about this low. I didn't catch fish. And I went back for revenge, and I met a guy that was throwing jerk baits, and he got a lot of my jerk baits, so I started throwing them. But yeah, everybody always fishes that corner right there. No, not. It's not. That's not the spot I want to hit up. I have another spot that I think is better, or it was at least at that level when I fished it, it was better. It might not be better now. It might be like better, but yeah, it's down there. There was that pool that forms just to the left of it. You know, when it gets low and that water sticks in that little crater because you can't get out to go down. I noticed it's past there. Got got him on a chatterbait and drop shot. Oh, okay. Have I ever fished a chatterbait in there? I think I have. Got a lot of them in there on jigs. Jigs, drop shot, flicking, and the Ned. Do really good one time in there on a jig. The magic jig. Green pumpkin June bug. It's like a magic jig color, I'm telling you. Green pumpkin June bug with a green pumpkin craw trailer. Trailer. Catches a lot of them around here. All these lakes. That's my best color. All these lakes. June bug worms really good in most of the lakes around here. We like that purple and green, purple green flag. So do I. Yeah, I guess it's green. It's like turquoise. But a lot of my viewers, yeah, they catch a lot of them around here on June bug. My favorite was, but sometimes it's weird because sometimes they wouldn't hit it off. But more the watermelon red, green chartreuse lavender I had. Gotta find some more of those. I don't even know if the place that I was getting them from for the CCB custom baits even has that color anymore. I don't have any left. I think I have one little one left. And I need to get the components to do our jitter jig and the blade jig. I have tons of blades. I see the heads, and you have to use a split ring now, so I'm gonna need split rings. But that's why I haven't been fishing a chatterbait style bladed jig because I don't have any and I can't make it. I don't like the original chatterbaits. And why buy them when I can make them myself? Right? I mean, I'll get them going. So I have a whole pack. I think I bought a whole pack of blades right at the time that chatterbait enforced their patent, and I couldn't get heads anymore. Or at least the original heads that were hooked up just like the chatterbait, the blade right to the eye of the jig. Now to a split ring, it's a 9-degree head, a 9-degree eye, and I put a split ring so you can put the. But I've made them already, and I gave them to Ricardo, and he caught a lot of fish on them. He said they work just about the same as my original, so. But I haven't fished one yet. Oh, and I gotta get dual locks. I need a bunch of number 2 dual locks so I can build some bladed jigs again. I've always been, I've switched to the single blade spinnerbait instead of the chatterbait. Not as much thumb, but that Colorado gives it some thumb. More than willows. Willows don't really get thumb. They're mostly there for flash. The little Colorados give it some thumb. They use their eyes to feed, but gives their lateral line a little hello. Where do I need to look? Oh, it's that way. Yeah, she's why I said that in that one video. They just use lateral line to orient. With something further away than their sight. Yeah, I'm gonna be at Pinto tomorrow. I'm gonna give her a try from Shoal. I have no idea how it's gonna be. I haven't fished there in shore since when I filmed those videos. I'm assuming it's every time I go there, it's different. So I was hoping, I don't know, hoping it stays green and that freaking aluminum sulfide treatment's wearing off because it's going into the almost the 5th year. It's already over 4. That's when it's supposed to wear off. And we can get an amazing lake again. Get it back to be, small ones or keepers catching, 10, 15 a day from shore. If you knew what to fish, that's the way it used to be from shore. It hasn't been that way in the last 4.5 years since I treated. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. I might try that little curly tail. I found some old curly tail swim baits, and that lady caught her first bass out of Pinto. It was a curly tail grub. That girl that caught her first ever fish out of Pinto. And like the next show, she was using a curly tail grub. But then the guy that caught one in the boat trolling when we had the mega school was trolling a curly tail grub. So I have these old curly tail swim baits. So I want to try them in Pinto from shore. They're really cool. I just found them. I used to use them in my test pond that was here in the marina. Caught a lot of them in there on it. So, people can catch them on straight grubs with a hook in them or a jig head on them. So I think these little swim baits might work well. They might work pretty darn good. So it's just hard nowadays. Well, Pinot's, yeah, it filled up this year. It's not very big. Bait of the week. I don't know. The way it's running around here, well, depends on where you are. But drop shot. Can't really say though, because I've seen. I mean, I've watched all the shows, the local, and it's been everything. Even in drain lakes, it's been like buzz baits. It's been um, frogs. It's been. I mean, everybody goes to top water, but I've seen some local ones using buzz baits. Northern lakes, but they're still drained. Like Orville, no, yeah, Orville. Even all the north ones are really low, but they all have spots, and those spots love the rocky shoreline. I used to do great at. I haven't seen a. It's summertime. You can catch them on anything really. But yeah, I used to fish pinto when it was really low. Oh, you haven't got a keeper in there yet? Well, I'm not catching many keepers. The lake's hard, man. The buzzbait will probably get you one though. I think most keepers I've caught in there have been on a buzzbait. Either that or I think the first keeper ever. Well, first keeper I hooked was on two. But I think the first one I got in my hand, it was like pound and 3/4, maybe 2 pounds. It was on a blade jig. Blade jig works pretty good in there. I just don't have any. That's why I've been throwing. But I think the spinnerbait too. I catch a lot on the. I think most of them I've caught on the spinnerbait in there have been keepers. But yeah, the buzzbait it'll get you one, and it'll probably get a big one. They just seem to like it in there. If they hit it, they're usually good. They're either good or they're just teeny. It's feast or famine in that lake. You get 5 little ones hit it, and then you go back a day and get like 2 or 3 good keepers hit it. Yeah, that lake's an enigma, man. You're catching them in there though, so you're doing good. That is actually one of the hardest lakes I've ever fished to catch bass. So if you're figuring them out and catching even any size bass in there, you're doing good. As I said, I went 10 years without a bite. And I think the bass population was pretty good in there. I just had no confidence and never tried active baits in there. I was jigging and slow rolling and drop shotting and trying to, I don't know. Once I went active, I caught a lot more fish. Just like you did that in that show that day. You caught 3 on it. But yeah, that's a tough lake, man. I don't fish toads like that though. I have toads, but they're not the buzzing toads. I use them more like over the grass and stuff, where like they kind of move like a jerk bait a little bit. I've never used a buzz toad though. I've seen them caught clear like Mark Daniels Jr. was using a buzz toad. He caught some on it. broke one off on him when he said the hoot. But yeah, no, I don't popper for the win. Yeah, I'm never fishing a fucking popper in LA again. I got verification from another viewer in a comment that said, "Yeah, I tried a popper for 2 hours a day after I did. He didn't get a fucking bite on it either." So I still like them. I don't know. A lot of people use the popper. Maybe I do a show about can I catch a fish in here on a popper. Maybe if they're on a better service bite, but yeah, that's why I fish it that way. I fish it the same way I fish pinhook. Most people throw active baits. So I go that way with finesse jigs and drop shots and neds and flicking. And it usually works really great at pinhook. But yeah, El Cerro, no, I said that place is like, they don't follow the rules there. It's like, it's just like, it's a weird freaking lake. 40 years of bass fishing, and that place is just confusing to me. But right now, I think it's because the water's so low. Oh, and I noticed fish that that stuff I saw. I was talking to you about, saying I thought it was a mattress or something. No, that's actually a cement from the old foundation. That stuff we're seeing out there on the wall by the skate park, that's cement. And then after that, it goes out, and then there's the drop. That's the rock and the chain link fence on. Yeah, because I noticed the other day when I was filmed the show, I'm like, I kept seeing the same thing all the way along. I'm like, oh, that's what that is. They had cement there, and then it went into chain link fence and rock into the drop, like on the far side. When before they drained it and built it up, and I think before they built the docks and all that, that was the old school foundation for the edges of that little pond. Then they brought it up. So yeah, because I kept seeing them. I'm like, no, there's one there, and I saw one further down, and I see one further down. I'm like, no, that's just the edge of the old foundation. Yeah, the lake's unforgiving for bottom lures. Anything with a crankbait. It's how long? Like 2 feet or something. I don't think it's very far. They just raise it up a little bit from the bottom. That lake's only like 6-7 feet deep at the most. There is no deep spots in there. So it's like a foot or two. It's not as drastic as the one we see now that we stand on the edge of and look down. It's not that big. Oh my god. All right, this is I'm gonna click on this and it's gonna be a penis shot. No, that's his friend. That's not him. I'll let him in.
Hello. Here it comes to Wayne.
Yeah, I've fell for that one before.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
You're frozen on my side.
Yeah, I know. I disappeared. I'm back now. I don't know. I just hit the button to do layout and it all went black. I hit the button and it just went black. And I had to like hit my button to turn my phone back on.
So yeah, I've been wanting to join, but I've been so busy.
I figured. I get a lot of people that disappear at times. You've come in and said hi in the chat though.
Yeah.
Well, I still haven't sent you all your silver. It's still sitting there. I just don't have an envelope. Haven't in 3 weeks. I haven't gone by a dollar store to get more envelopes. I have
Are you
all
just pulling
lined
a
up.
Richard?
Huh?
Are you pulling a Richard?
Is that what he does?
What about that blanket and shirt he was buying for you?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And this Thursday, I'm planning on going to my storage unit. I got it cleared out this month. It's been haunting me for like months. But then I'll get the records that I owe you. Remember those? I already have something else I'm supposed to send you, and I haven't even sent you the original thing I was supposed to send you. But see, I'm just lazy because all that silver is sitting right there, and I just haven't got an envelope.
I mean, whatever.
I'm going to tape them to the back of a sticker, and then just put them in the envelope and send them to you. It'll work. I mean,
Maybe I'll get it when I die. I'll get it right before I die.
yeah. Like I was saying that one time, I'll put it in my will in case I don't get it to you.
All right.
So, yeah. If you don't get it by the time I'm alive, you might get it after I'm dead. It'll be a gift from the grave. You'll hear I died, and suddenly you'll get like 5 packages at your door. You're like, oh.
Maybe you'll come back to life when I'm like 80. Just give them to me.
Or you'll get a bunch of things from me on the mail and go, uh-oh. Did he die?
Probably.
He's been promising me these forever, and now he's dead.
Never
Thought for
had
sure
it.
that I thought for sure that was the only way I was going to get them. If they were contracted to me in a will. No, I just got to get rid of it. It's like $90 a month now.
Really?
Yeah, it started at like $55. Now it's at 90.
A lot of people just throw the stuff in there and then just leave it. And they eventually don't need any of the stuff. Then they get charged every month. That's happened to us. Like we had a whole thing full
Oh,
a long
really?
time ago. Yeah.
Well, mine, most of it is actually like sentimental stuff in there, and then a bunch of really good electronics.
How big is it?
It's only 6x9,
Really?
but it's only like chest high or like waist high. It's not like to the roof. I mean, I open the door
Wow.
and I look. It's like this high, maybe some of the boxes.
And like $90 a month.
Yeah, and then Just Fish pointed out that the time I've spent $10,000 on that unit because it's been there since 2005. I'm like, wow. All right, I gotta go get my shit out of there. I mean, electronics, all that stuff, because I want to do a yard sale and sell all that stuff off. But all my like skate trophies and a lot of all my stuff of my life, VHS filming, all the tapes are in there. So that's stuff I need. I mean, my
It's
life.
best to get it sorted out and pull it out of there.
Yeah, I mean, my life is not on photographs. My whole life is on video, all the way back to '86, and all that footage is sitting down.
Yeah, you don't want that getting ruined either.
I'm hoping it's fine. I mean, they're close in box. It's a dark space, but I'm sure.
And you're in California.
Yeah, but it's dry, so moisture's not an issue. But those units, it gets in the hundreds sometimes now in the summer. So inside those units probably heats up.
You might get in there. It's just a huge blob of like plastic.
Yeah, everything's melted.
You've been paying for melted plastic for almost 20 years.
Yeah, no, the last time I was here was in '09. I got my fishing stuff out when I moved here in '09. And then I lost the keys. So now I'm going to have them cut the lock so I can put a new lock on it for like a week. But I had the keys for like 4 years. Moved here, went down, unlocked it, got stuff out, and I don't know what I did with the keys after that. So I'm sure they have a bolt cutter there, right?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to call them because I'm where I am, right across from where my unit is. There's like a bunch of buildings and people are always out there. And that, like, somebody looks over and sees me like cutting a lock. Also, the cops show up. I'm like, I'm gonna call them. And go, you guys? I'd rather have you guys there while I'm doing it, just so just in case. I don't need a TikTok video. Hey Nick, have you ever done a YouTube short?
There was one I didn't even know I made. But no, other than that, no.
Oh, since it was less than a minute, you put it on? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was a video with Tom for Easter.
Oh, and he put it up.
Huh?
He put it up or you did?
What?
He put it up or you did?
Who?
Tom. You said you made a video short, right?
Yeah.
Was it your short or was it his?
Tom was my turkey.
Oh, I thought Tom was a person.
No.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know. You have like 25 cats, 15 chickens, 22 turkeys. I don't know their names.
Well, just a few weeks ago, my white turkey, Tom.
The one that died.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cat.
No, that was my turkey.
Why the hell? I thought it was a cat. Tom was the turkey. You didn't mention it was a turkey in the video though.
Oh, I thought everyone just knows that.
Well, I don't. I know you from being on here. I'm an encyclopedia for Nicholas Green Outdoors. I don't know. I know you have a lot of cats. I thought it was your favorite cat. So your favorite cat's still alive?
I don't have any more favorites.
They're just all cats.
Everything else
lizard,
now?
Is your lizard still alive?
Yeah. He's there.
Okay. All right. I was getting worried. I've never had kids. Pets mean a lot when they die to me, so keep track. Don't want another surprise video about. Well, I don't even know the lizard's name, so I probably wouldn't even know it was a lizard. I'm like, oh no, another one of his cats died. And he'd be on here and go, no, it was my lizard. Everybody knows my lizard's name. Well, I don't. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick, do you still play with that game you bought?
Which one?
The shooting one.
Yeah, I played it the other day with my cousin. It's right there. I'm just kind of holding it until I buy a house, then I'll put it in like its own room with something else, so there's more space.
With Pac-Man, a pinball machine.
No, I just want to put that one in its own room, and then maybe like some like decals on the wall or something. I don't know. It's kind of its own thing.
A game room. You want to build a game room.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's not a lot I like. I'd probably just stick that in there, and then I don't know. No candy or popcorn.
Oh, dude, you gotta
I
have
don't
a
know.
candy popcorn machine. Come on, you gotta have a
No.
vending machine in
Remember,
there. You
remember I
gotta have a
said,
popcorn machine.
remember I said like 3 weeks ago when I was on here last, I was going on a diet,
How much have you lost?
almost 20 pounds.
Doing good, man.
I don't know how. I don't know how that works that way, but
Hey, just so it's going down, man. You're cool. Are you
I
eating
don't know.
less? Are you eating less or eating different?
Both.
Oh, okay.
A lot less.
You're not
Less than like
exercising,
a real less than what a real skinny person would eat.
but you're not. I mean, you're not at the gym now. You're not working out. You're just changing your diet.
No, I'm working out.
Really?
I biked 10 miles the other day, and today I biked 5 miles.
All right. So are any of those videos up? Is the workout Nick videos up?
I'll start uploading eventually, but ever since Tom went, I just kind of like I haven't been around much. But I have videos that need to go up, and I started working on them recently. But
How are your subs doing?
I don't even know.
Well, the direction was going, it's probably good to just let it go.
Oh.
It's just a YouTube thing. Damn, 20
See,
pounds is a lot.
I think I'm losing it decently because I'm always active. I'm always active, but I just
Yeah,
ate too much, so
right.
it kind of stayed. And the reason I've been this big is because when I was younger, all the way up till I was maybe 14, I had like very, very bad exercise-induced asthma.
Oh, there you go.
So
Yeah.
at gym, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do any of that. I want to play football. I couldn't play football. I'd get too worked
Huh.
up. I'd run around, have an asthma attack, and I have to go to the hospital every time. And
Really?
I just get super, super hyper, run around, and then I just have an attack. And
I didn't know that. Yeah, well, yeah. If you don't follow the rest of it, that'll lead to gaining weight.
even just those pills, when I come off of those, I had withdrawals for 3 days straight, just off of asthma pills.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I drink, right? It, it would do the same thing to me if I, like, didn't put any in for days. It's any sort of alternate thing that your body gets used to.
Yeah.
When I went on the high blood pressure ones, just the the tartra, it's like a advanced aspirin anything. Yeah, I went off that and I was driving home from the Delta and I ended up having like panic attacks and anxiety attacks and the next day I was just like, because I went off them like that, you gotta like back off.
Well, yeah, my a couple months ago, I finally had it because I felt trapped taking the pills for my
And
anxiety.
how much were they?
Milligrams?
No, but how expensive were they?
Uh,
Or did your insurance
$9 for a month.
nine
Just one a
bucks?
day. Yeah.
Yeah, mine got to the point sometimes it was like $100, 150 for you know and I'm like, this is
Well, I,
ludicrous.
I, I don't I don't like feeling dependent on something and like having to
Same
be
way I
there
am.
for that at the same time. I definitely should be on them, but it was driving me nuts having to take pills,
Yeah,
just having to be there at the same time. So I went and told her I didn't want to be on them,
yeah,
and I've been off them for 2 months now. I definitely get the attacks, but it's almost like it helped having them and knowing that it can go away, so that I know that what's going on to
it
me is real and it's
right,
actually an extra thing.
right. Did you have an inhaler?
Yeah, I was always too scared to use it when I had asthma, but I actually, whenever there's
You don't
times it was
need
really bad, I'd go to use that, I'd always have to go to the hospital, or they'd have to come to the house ambulance because I got them so bad.
After
I
you
mean,
took it.
I'd have to ask my own dad, but it's definitely over 100 times the ambulance has got me because
Wow.
just I couldn't do anything. And that is the thing. I've always been like now. The only reason I think it really went away, it does that. It goes away when you're older with that kind of thing. But also now, if I get to like an extreme point,
Yeah.
like I could tell the difference between me just being heavy and it's like that was a lot, and then I'm like out of breath between the asthma part because
Mhm.
I get this feeling right here, and that's when I know to like cut for a second. But
Yeah.
when I was younger, it literally I just get too hyper, and then I just have one.
Yeah. The anxiety provoked it,
Yeah.
basically, because you sped up your heart rate, sped up the blood stream.
Well,
It sped
then I
up
didn't
pretty
even
easy.
have anxiety. It's weird because ever since a full size tree fell on me and crushed me, is when my anxiety went crazy, and I've had it since. And there was no injury on me from that tree. It folded me straight in half, and I got scanned, and there was no visible injury at all.
Oh, okay.
So I
Didn't
don't
hurt.
know. I mean, there's definitely a lot that's happened, but I'm stronger than that, and I don't think that would really be able to do that to me. So I don't know. It's weird.
Well, the weird thing with me, when I was starting my clothing company, and I ended up getting identity crisis, panic attacks, anxiety, little probably sort of schizophrenia and all that. I thought I had like a brain tumor or something. I thought my mind was like,
At
like
first, I thought, yeah,
yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a. And then what changed me was I read. I'm a big Mash person. Used to watch Mash, and I have the book of Mash, and they had a thing with Raider O'Reilly, and the reason he ended up leaving, I think he left for the last 2 seasons or something like that, was because him being Radar O'Reilly and not being himself, and everybody calling him Radar, and the work schedule and that's what caused him to. And he ended up suffering from the same thing I did: anxiety, panic attacks, identity crisis. Kind of. And when I read it, I went, okay, I can handle this. I don't have a brain tumor. It's not like, something.
I mean, it took me 7 years to realize what it was. For those 7 years, I thought I was just
Yeah.
different because now there's a weird thing with me. Still, that's it, like tied into it. Like I see things before they happen. It's like super freaking weird, but that happens, and I tied it to that. Like I could just see things I was like special with, and that's why I go into it like that. But then I finally realized over 7 years that that's not what it was at all.
Yeah.
And I just
Well,
I don't know.
did it happen right away?
I mean, it started then, and with me, if I think about it and I have one, eventually it keeps speeding up and speeding up to when I have them because I think about it, and then it pushes it on again.
Yep.
And then it eventually got to a severe point for like 2 years, to where it got to like crippling when it happened. And then
Wow.
I mean I still have it, but
Right.
now, like I said, it kind of helped knowing that it is a thing onto me. Not like I
Right.
just said a minute ago, but
Yeah.
it lets me notice that it's actually a thing.
Yeah. Well, mine, it's funny. Mine happened like, seriously. One day I was fine. The next day, anxiety, panic attacks, identity crisis. And yeah. And then once I read that and I figured out what it was, it took me a year to rework my mind so all the triggers didn't trigger it. And it was weird because it went from like 2 hours a day I'd be fine, and then suddenly 4 hours a day I'd be fine, and they kept working it like half the day I'd be fine, half the day, and yeah, I basically had to rework my mind because I knew what the triggers were and everything, and I had to train myself not to respond to them. And I've talked to a lot of the people that took drugs for it and are still actually in therapy. I mean, it's been like 10 years since it happened, and they're still in therapy over it. And I talked to them, they're like, "Did you go to therapy?" I went, "No." They went, "Did you, what drugs were you on?" I'm like, "I didn't take any. I just reworked my mind." I mean, once I knew it was mental, I knew I could beat this thing. So I just took it all away. And
Yeah,
they
that's
had
that's that's what I do now. But then there's sometimes it hits me. It's like for like 10 seconds, I can't feel my body, and I just kind of go out of everything for like 10 seconds, and then I go back in. I'll be driving, and it just like my
really?
hands, my arms go fuzzy. I'm
Yeah.
not there, and then because it used to be I was constantly stuck like that,
Yeah, that's the way I was.
but now it like hits me in bad times. It's like okay, it's like
It's
why
like,
is it
fuck
doing
you.
that if I know what it is?
Yeah. Well, it hit you way young. It didn't hit me till I was, how old was I? Like 30 when I did that to myself, or 34 when I got all that stuff. Just, I mean, I was kind of a hypochondriac and all that beforehand, but yeah, right then it just hit with like full force. Just like, but I was scared to go anywhere. All I wanted to do was be in my house, be in my room.
Well, that's the whole reason my whole school got screwed up.
Because you were scared to
That's
go to
the whole.
school.
I couldn't do it.
Right.
I'd be walking, I wouldn't be there, and I don't know what's going on. And
Huh.
in school, you have things to do constantly. So I come out at nine like halfway through ninth grade. I come out, and then I was in cyber until 11th, and then I come out because they wanted me to stay 2 more years because it all got messed up. The school screwed me over on that, but I wish I never had to have come out of the real school, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, if you were, yeah. If you, I mean, I didn't even want to come to my parents. I mean, for Thanksgiving, for Easter, for, you know, and when I drove there, I'd be driving, and all of a sudden, like my arms would go numb, and I was
It's
so
like you.
tense.
It's like there's a snap. You feel a snap in your brain,
Yeah,
and then you snap out for like 10 seconds. Don't know what's going on, and I don't know. The feeling of losing control was weird because with the
yeah,
normal anxiety attacks, it's more of like a, you know,
fear,
it's yeah,
fear.
or like you see yourself, or it's weird like that. But this, it like
Yeah.
your normal hits instantly, shuts you
Wow.
off for that amount of time, just out of nowhere for no reason.
Huh.
So I don't know.
Yeah, mine was weirder because you know that like your conscious, your voice in your head. Mine suddenly wasn't me. You know, like people that insane people that have a voice in their head.
I constantly hear that. That's the weird thing,
Yeah, but
and my brain talks to it in my voice.
yeah, because I had identity crisis. I think that's what the other voice became was because
Yeah.
yeah, it was because I'd wake up and tell myself who I was, where I lived, my phone number, my address. For like 6 months, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and just always tell myself who I am, where I live, where I am. I mean, That's why I said that's why I thought I was gonna be in a insane asylum for the rest of my life. Because I thought my brain just flipped out. It's like I'm not me. Why am I me? Why am I not me? I don't understand this. Mine didn't just it didn't really blank out much, but my voice in my head when I was talking to people would tell me that I'm not making sense. That you're slurring your words, you're not making sense. And I was just like it was weird.
Well, that's another part of it. It's something else, but I have that too. It's like my head will tell me to do something, and if I don't do it, it's like, oh, something bad will happen if you don't do it, or someone's gonna get hurt if you don't do it.
Wow.
Like, not like kill someone. It's like
Yeah. Kill.
if there's like if
like
there's
the real psychos that have voices in their head.
if there's it's like something on the ground, my head will tell me pick it up. I'll walk 20 feet past it saying no, and then I have to go back and do it, or something bad will happen. And that's constant with things like that. It's definitely not as bad as it was, but yeah, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a weird one when I'm driving. I always think of what it'd be like to just hit someone head on. I don't know why. It's like, yeah, when I'm driving on a 2-lane and they're going by me, for some reason, I like think like, what would it be like to just hit somebody head on? I'm like,
That's what I want to do when I'm driving, or at least hit them behind.
no, but I'm just talking like 60 miles an
Yeah.
hour, they're going 60 and just turn and
No,
smack straight in.
I always think like if a tire popped or something like that, and then I just go faster. It's just like screw it. But this like you just thought that. Why go faster if you just thought that? It's like doesn't
like-
make any sense.
Yeah, you're
It's
like,
like if I'm gonna die, I might as well drive. It's like why'd you do that? None of that had to be done just because.
you're living the Groundhog Day effect. Remember the groundhog?
I never seen that though.
Oh no, with Bill Murray, he wakes up every day,
Yeah, I never seen it.
but then he starts playing with the idea and he keeps killing himself every day just to see. He drops a toaster in the tub. He drives off a cliff. He like just starts, all those fancy things. What if? And he just starts doing them all. And every time he lands, he wakes up and it's the same day again. So it's kind of that fantasy of what if I could do this, but the next day I wasn't dead. So he plays with that in the movie.
But there's another point. I'm real bad with that stuff. Like it was to the point where I'd wake up, you go to bed at dark, and if I woke up and I seen there's light out my window, or I heard a noise, I'd freak out and run to my window, and like I think there's a bomb going off, and then like I don't know, I'd lay down and I just keep looking at the moon and just thinking it's gonna kill us or come closer and make like tidal waves and stuff, or I just lay there and I just feel like something's watching me, and I had that real bad for.
You are a paranoid freak, Nick. But no offense, I did the same thing when I was little. I would lay in bed and like think people are outside my window. I would think I wouldn't want to look at the window. I wouldn't want to look outside. As I thought if I looked out, there was going to be like some alien or some weird thing out there. I don't
Well,
know
it
if I,
wasn't. No. It wasn't like that kind of watch. It's like I don't know. It's like a negative energy on me that just like sit on me. But the times where I'd like wake up and think it's a bomb because it's daylight, my heart would just pound. As soon as I woke
yeah,
up, heart would pound,
yeah.
and I'd start freaking out like a bomb went off, and that's just from the bomb's light. And I just freak out.
Well, it comes from an imaginative mind. When your mind's that constantly working, and very imaginative, active mind,
Well,
imaginative.
and I have racing thoughts at the same time. That's what Dad has too.
Yeah, when I was going through mine, when I tried to sleep, I saw images. I couldn't focus on anything. It was like just flashes and flashes and flashes. You know, you try to like dream something, you try to get an image of something you're thinking about. It was just I didn't dream. I didn't see any dreams. It was just like flickering of images after image after image after image, and so it was
Yeah,
hard for
I get
me.
it. I get it. I still get it sometimes. I'll shut my eyes and it's like in my head everything's flashing.
Yeah,
Just that flashing.
yeah, it's the active
No, but
mind.
like I had it real bad for a couple years here. Like until we put the ceiling part up in here. Like there'd just be this like mass in the dark just sitting on my beam up there just watching me. And it's not like, ooh, a spooky monster. There was actually something keeping me up.
I'm glad. I'm glad I've known somebody else that's had the same experiences that I had because I knew I was a weird ass kid, but you're pretty much just as weird. I
I don't
mean,
want to be.
I didn't want to be either. I thought that was normal. But you're telling me sort of the same kind of stuff I did, and I thought that that was like what normal kid did in a way, but
No, and even
it's
then,
not.
I knew all the monsters but I legit would see things like a negative thing just
Or I,
watching me. I don't know. I'd see things. Not like even in the dark. I'd see things. And there's nothing there.
yeah, I've done it. Even to this day, man, I want to go make another.
Well, I freak my friend out because we'll be walking or driving tonight and I'll see like a black silhouette of someone run. Like a week ago I was driving with my friend, it was dark. And I'm going down the road and I just see like this silhouette clearly of someone running and then running into the woods. And I'm like, "Did you see that?" And no one sees it. It's just me seeing this figure running around. It's like,
You're on a different plane, man. You're viewing a different dimension.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
possible.
like how I know a lot of things are gonna happen. I don't know why I have that. I'm sure other people have that, but
Well,
like my
I killed Bob Hope. No, I did seriously. And who else was it? I think it was Danny Kaye. You see dead people? That should be a movie title.
I don't see dead. I don't see
You
dead
see
people. I just see like,
weird things.
but like you're saying earlier, your head talks to it, and that's just part of you keeping yourself sane. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, well,
It's not like a crazy voice, like go strangle them, or it's
well,
more
I
just
mean,
a thing.
the reality is, look what the brain does when you're sleeping.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it when I sleep. because it's not good when my brain does stuff.
Right, but the brain can do it, and sometimes the brain can do it while you're awake. I mean, it's the same. I mean, it's the same sort of thing.
It doesn't
You know,
do it when I'm awake.
well, no, when you see
Well, listen,
things, you
listen.
see things.
I'll have a dream of something that happens a year from then, and whenever it finally comes in a year, I remember and know exactly what's going to happen within like a 5 to 30-second time span. I know exactly the movements that someone's going to make or what's going to go by, or I just know all that, and then it happens, and I forget the stuff until it happens. And there's been a few where it's been just a couple. It's been in the daytime where I know something's going to happen shortly and what it is,
That's weird.
and then it happens.
There's a lot of people that see psychic things.
I mean, that's not really psychic, though. Is it?
Well, but these people that are now psychics might be people like you that just see things ahead of time, and they're using it as a money avenue because they have this ability and they see it. So, no, but the Bob Hope thing.
There is a weird thing with like the spirit part. Like if I go in the woods, if I go in the woods at dark or in the daytime, I'll see like I feel at peace. No, I feel at peace with like the spirit part of the woods, like the Indian side.
Right.
There's a weird thing that told me I'm safe there.
You're in one with nature, and you do camping and stuff. So,
and that's even with like the bad spirits that are there, because that's why I'm okay walking there in the dark, because there's been a point where I reached, I don't know, it could be all just fake stupid stuff in my head, but it's definitely been weird things because of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way when I go out there. If my mind gets going on something, yeah, I start hearing things. I start seeing things. I just completely freak myself out. Like, about things that don't even exist. It's just I start thinking I'm seeing them. I start thinking I'm hearing them. Yeah. But the Bob Hope thing was really weird. I had an argument outside my store with a guy, and he said Bob Hope was still alive. And I said, no, I'm pretty sure he's dead. He goes, no, he hasn't died. He's still alive. The next day, he died. And I was like, did I kill him? I mean, did I, like, I didn't know he was, I mean, yeah, and I think it was Danny Kaye or something. I had the same argument with someone else about Danny Kaye, old actor, and that he was still alive, and he said, no, he's dead. And he died, like, the next day. And I went, all right, I'm not arguing. If anybody says somebody's still alive, I'm going to agree. Because if I argue they're still alive and they say they're dead or whatever, I'm going to agree. And then, yeah. Weird. It happened twice. Wesley, what's up? Yeah, my mind just fucks with me all the time. What's your IQ, if I can ask, Nick? Do you know?
I don't know.
Have you ever taken an IQ test?
I'm pretty smart in ways, not with math.
Here's the funny thing about that.
I'm good with knowing people. I'm very good with that.
Well, no, but no. take one. I took one online. It took me like 3 hours. It was like the full test. And I suck at math. I hated math. I like failed in algebra, failed in geometry, all that. When I did mine, it said my IQ was 136 or 139. My compatible was Bill Gates, and my math comprehension was way above average. And I went, what? I couldn't make it through any of that damn algebra and all that stuff. But when you take the IQ test, the math is logical. It's distance and that sort of stuff, like stuff that's everyday sort of math, not A over X divided by, the shit you'll never use in your regular life. But yeah, when they compared me to him and it said my math skills were, I'm like, I suck at math. I had to take a couple classes over again because I couldn't do math. But it's if you take one, the questions they're extremely logical.
He writes in Wesley. Well, I'll do it now. It's probably going to be like, what's a bad score? 70?
Yeah, I think the average IQ is like 85 or 90.
All right. You get to look at my face while I do this.
Yeah, I took mine online. It's a standard test. It's the same one that they hand you in an office or when you're a kid. Math is lame.
20-minute test.
Yeah. I don't know how long it took me. I think it took me, but I skipped some of the questions too because I was kind of like, I don't want to think about this. I just guessed and kept going. And they said, hey, you're actually 2% of the population with your IQ level. I'm like, really? From that test?
What am I looking at right now?
How many idiots don't know this stuff? If you're a person that, and I think you are, that observes and watches and is always wanting to learn more and observe it with everything and intricate and thinking,
well, it's not really sitting with this one. This one don't make any sense.
I know.
Add to these successions of letters or numbers the letter or number which logically follows.
Yeah, that's what I said when I took it. It was a lot of those kind of questions. I'm like, this guy like riddle stuff. I know this stuff.
Oh, it just means. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, see, that's what I had to do too. It's kind of like, because I have a hard time reading the directions and I have a hard time figuring out what the question means. But then when I finally figured it out, you're like, oh, that's what they mean. Because to me, I'm like, well, why didn't they write the question like this? It's like the questions are wrong for the answer.
That'd be +2. What? 1, 3, 6, 10.
You're kind of going at the way I was. I was like, once I looked at what an intelligence test was, I was like, really? These are the type of questions? I thought they'd be like
negative.
I thought they'd be like, physics and nuclear physics and quantum, to figure out if you were smart. But a lot of it's like very logical, simplistic stuff.
A logical field.
It's fun, guys. We're getting Nicholas Green's IQ level live. This is better than our smart fifth grader because you failed it.
This one's just like this one. This isn't really a good test. I mean, it's very fancy and sophisticated, but it's just one thing over and over again.
I know, and that's
Right.
part of it. It's very repetitive, but I don't know. That's the same way mine was. It was all sort of the same, similar stuff. And I went, well, shouldn't there be a lot of variance in the questions and a lot of, but mine was very like kind of the same thing over and over and over and over. And I'm like, what's this gonna tell you? I mean, you're probably gonna do really well on it because you're looking at it going,
No,
this is simple.
this isn't simple.
Really?
Yeah, it's not simple. This one ain't. I wish you could see this test.
I took the same thing. I took the standard IQ test.
This the same one?
I don't know. They have a standard.
One.
I'm sure questions change over time, but
Two. One. Two. Nah, it wouldn't roll that way. What? That don't make any sense. This don't make any sense. It really doesn't.
you sound like me when I was taking it. I told you it took me like an hour or two, and they said, "Oh, a 20-minute test." I'm like, "Why am I taking so long? Why does this all look confusing to me?"
Fill an empty field on the left side. The group push from the right side. Oh, okay. So it starts with star, nothing,
Yeah,
Dot.
see that? Yeah,
Star,
there's a lot of
nothing,
shapes.
dot,
Yeah, yeah.
star, nothing, dot.
Dude, it's the same test. I'm telling you, man. There were a lot of shapes, a lot of other stuff like that. There's
Plus in,
bet you-
plus right, plus out. In, half out, full, half out. See. Wait,
Yeah,
which
that's
way is
what
it
it
moving? Oh no, which way is it moving? It's probably gonna move left. I'm going with left
that's
because
what
the
I
other
said.
one's
It all comes down to logic. I mean, it all comes down to Spock. Star
it's
Trek.
pretty stupid.
I know,
Uh,
but this is how they rate people's intelligence.
Yeah. So the box turns and the lines turn every time. So this one it would have turned twice. Oh, the lines are turning. The box isn't turning. Wait, yeah, it is. They're both turning at the same time. All right. So center, sideways, straight, straight, center, sideways box. I'm gonna have a terrible IQ.
I don't know. I took it.
Triangle
I
line,
said,
box, double, triple. Left side, left side. So this is gonna be right side. Right side, triangle, left pointing.
I said I took it the same way, and they gave me like a 136 or something like that. They said,
Turn,
I mean, my comparison
right,
person
black.
was Bill Gates, and I went, what? He's a math guy.
There it is. A. Oh, the moon looks weird tonight. The heck?
It ain't up here yet, or we have fog. Now we have fog. Can't see it.
From the right side column, choose picture which logically fills the gap in the line of pictures on the left side. That fills a gap? What?
Fills a gap.
There's-
What's right on the left that's missing on the right? I can't help it. It's an intelligence test. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
it's not. It's not that. It's not that.
Wow.
It's different. Um, let me look at other ones. What's it trying to say? Hmm.
That's what I kept saying. I'm like, I didn't understand the question.
Yeah,
But
that's
the
weird.
answer.
And it's not looking good because so far I've picked A 4 times, C once, and B twice.
Well, that has nothing to do with it. You can't follow in that pattern of, oh, it's got to be mixed up. It's got to be mixed up. No, it always doesn't. It could be A all the way through.
I see.
They don't try to trick you with that stuff.
Ain't gonna be a damn circle.
I love this. I'm gonna have to take it again, but I'll probably get a worse. Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with C again. 15-degree angle, 90-degree, whatever that is. It's gonna be a straight line. It's opening up. It looks like. B. Again. So this one they're adding 2 lines each time, or 3, 2 then 3. So it'd be 4 lines. So it would be the final one.
It's so fun.
Corner line. Corner line. Why? It's not gonna. Wait.
I'm gonna wait to see what this comes up with. You might be surprised.
D. No, I'm definitely not getting a good IQ out of this. I 100% it for sure. Like none of this makes sense to me. I'm clicking what feels right, but
That's
this
what I
just don't
did.
make any sense.
That's what I did, and that's what I said to every question.
Left facing 3, so that'd be D. So they add 2 lines each time. 2 lines. Two lines, 3 lines. So they'd add 3 lines to this. What? I guess D. I don't know. They just don't make any sense. Alright, dot left, right, down. So bottom left dot. And it'd be a plain dot. I guess. Right, up, left, down. D. Wait, what? In each line, there are missing 2 of 4 fields from the pictures. Choose the pairs that match. I don't know. Does it... What? Triangle. It'd have to be a pentagon. What else would it be? It'd be D. What? These make no sense. I do not get any of this.
Yeah, but see, that's the point, because a lot of people that think it all makes sense pick the wrong answer because they don't think it out. They think it's obvious and they pick on something and they're wrong. They
I
don't
see.
look at it.
not.
They don't look at it analytically like we are.
Hey, hey.
Do I hear someone dumb?
Wow. Shots
Well,
fired already.
yeah, well, he's taking in the IQ test right now, Richard. So we're gonna find out by the end of the stream where he ranks.
You're gonna find out it's pretty damn low.
I don't know. I said I took mine and compared me to Bill Gates, and I was like, what? I don't see that at all.
Well, that's fun.
Have you ever taken one, Richard?
Long time ago.
What'd you rank?
Oh, I don't remember. I
Oh.
graduated. That's all I care.
As I took mine, I was like 136, and my comparison IQ person was Bill Gates. I went, what?
Yeah, I think he's got a better IQ than that.
No, 136 is 2% of the population.
Mine was Stephen Hawking.
Oh, he's like 150 something. I think the average is like 85 or 90.
I graduated with a girl that had a GPA score of like 5 point. Like she was our valedictorian. She had like 5 point, like 4.2 GPA.
There,
Like,
I've lived and known a lot of people that book smart and grade wise, totally intelligent, but in reality they're like dumb as a doornail. They
yeah.
just they just learn how to memorize stuff and do stuff.
Uh-huh.
But in reality, in real life, they're just like don't get any of the logical stuff. They're just dumb as the door. It's like
Basically like Nick.
yeah, I guess schooling is different. That's just memorizing and but they don't explore life, they don't live life, they don't know all kinds of weird stuff and different
Yeah.
stuff. Their IQ test is more logical. It's like Spock from Star Trek. It's logical conclusions to situations or questions, not because like Nick right now, he doesn't know any of these questions. He doesn't know what's coming. He couldn't study for it.
I am not doing good on this at all. I don't think.
I don't know. Wait till we get to the end, man. I told you that's what I thought.
Well, I got that paper that says I never have to take a test again.
Yeah, but I said it's just I don't know. It's a different thing when you take an IQ test because it's
1, 1, 2, 3, 5. So it's +0, +1.
Oh, I'm house sitting this week.
nice.
+1.
Yeah. You guys got some puppy dogs.
So you're still naked?
Uh-huh.
+0, +0, +1, +1, +0. So it'd be just 5, right?
It's your
I don't
test,
know.
man. We can't help you. That'd be cheating.
I don't know. Subtract
If you're in-
1,
Hey Nick,
If
I
you're,
subtract 2.
paid
it's
for
your
my diploma.
intelligence we want to learn, not ours.
I paid for my diploma.
8675. Wait, okay. It was good at first part. Now it's changing. -2, +1. -2, +1. -2, plus that'd be 5 again.
See, you're learning.
65,536, 256, 16. That's just divided. So what's 56?
See, it's normal math, Nick.
23.
It's like logical math.
23 times.
What
That'd
are
be
you doing?
218.
You need to play the little teacup if
27.
you're going to add music. Come on.
Nick, it's literally not that hard.
I wish you could see what's on my screen right now.
Don't overthink it.
It's
I know,
probably not
that's
like the one you took. Oh, I definitely have to overthink this part.
I don't know. The one I took was like that. It was all like
I'm
weird.
gonna go with 26. I'm just gonna check with calculator if I'm right.
Don't do
I
it.
did
Don't
that.
you touch that calculator.
I
Alright.
did that a few times on mine, but
That's
26.
cheating.
26. But then I gotta divide the 16 by 26.
I'm gonna be honest. I only came up here because Nick was here.
1, 0, negative 1, 0.
so you're saying you
So-
like him more than me?
No, I'm
Minus
kidding.
1, minus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So it's gonna be plus 4.
I didn't. I just mentioned it. I didn't know he was actually going to take it on my live, but this is great.
There's 33. I just got them all done.
Okay. Now it's gonna want you to pay to get your score.
Yeah, I know. No, mine showed me my scores, but then I had to pay to get
All right.
more analysis.
All right. What's your score?
I can double check everything.
Oh, he's already doing better than I did in school. I just admitted it. Hey,
I don't know, I'm sure they have extended versions or they've whittled it down. I mean, I took it like 10 years ago. I'm sure they whittled it down more to less
yeah, we ought to
questions.
have him.
What?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they probably whittled it down to less questions, but it comes to the same conclusion. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
We ought to have him take the pre-SAT.
yeah, I don't remember
400
that.
questions. Scott, did you ever watch The Blacklist?
No.
Gosh, you look like the guy. You look like why can't I think of his name? You look like the main main character.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me I look like characters on things.
It's really funny. Maybe it's just the hat.
Well, I don't know. I've been Vanilla Ice. I've been Moby. I've been whoever the guy, the lead singer of Coldplay.
You could be oh, I see that. You could be a white
Yeah,
iced tea.
I think it's the Blue Eyes. Well, yeah, when my face was thinner and I had my mohawk, everybody, like, even my mom came home from the bank and went, "Oh, we have a new girl that's working for us." I showed her a picture of you, and she said you look like, and I went, Vanilla Ice. She goes, "Yeah, how'd you know that?" Dude, I seriously used to walk down the street, and people behind me would start going, "Dun dun 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 dun." Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, seriously?
Hey Nick, you know who you look like?
Hmm.
This famous guy on YouTube. His name is, I think his channel's Nicholas Green Outdoors.
Really?
You look
He
just
looks
like
like
him.
Louis Anderson. We've already came to that conclusion.
I can see that. Or Louis Capaldi.
No, he's Louis
Doesn't
Anderson.
make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense.
Nick, you're looking a lot better too.
He's lost 20 pounds, man.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better. You're looking good, Nick.
I look the same.
You don't though.
All right, let's see what it is. I don't get this.
Okay,
57.
that's not too bad.
Really?
That's better than mine would be.
I'd like to take a legit IQ test. 57 CCB.
What did you take it on?
What's it called? IQ test UV.
Okay, I'll have to take it sometime. Was it easy?
You just, what's it rank you though?
I don't know.
Can you ask it where 57 ranks?
Probably
I know it's
average.
not good.
Well, no, the average is 85. So
Oh, here we go. Here. I'm gonna try. This is the ultimate IQ test.
What up, AI? How are you?
That one was a lot of the same thing over and over again. Like,
yeah, I mean, you never know what people put online. I mean, they can put anything on it. It could be a math IQ test only, not.
Did that have different subjects in it, Nick, or is that all one?
no, it's all one
Was it all
one
math?
thing. It's more of like a math/pattern.
So it's
It
probably
was
just
all
your math
geometry.
score.
Yeah.
You may be better at science than you are math. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
isn't
what I
it
said.
like a true IQ test? Like it's all subjects.
Yeah,
And
get
it's like
into.
200 questions.
yeah, it goes through everything. Yeah, it's like yours only had 33. That's like a minimum.
That's probably legit for just math. You know,
Yeah,
each of them's probably about 30.
yeah, it might be like geometry IQ.
And algebra, yeah, all that.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, the official one is. It took me about 2 hours, 2 hours to take it. It was a lot
Well,
of questions.
when I did my testing out for high school, it was like, um, each day they taught you for 2 hours in a classroom, then you went straight to the test, and it was like 40 questions to 45 each. And every day you did an individual subject. And my
Yeah,
math one, there was 2 parts to, and I I passed both of them on my third try by
yeah.
like 1 or 2 questions.
I'm taking
But
another one.
oh, right. But I got
How,
science every single question right. So I mean,
yeah.
I do.
How many questions, Nick?
It's 20 and it's 20 minutes.
20 and 20 minutes.
This
20
one's on
questions.
That's a
Brainable.
minute. A minute a question.
I'm flying through it. I don't know. Okay, so
I don't know. I think the internet when I took mine 10 years ago now was more like the official you just nowadays it's all like how smart are you? It's all like gimmick now.
Uh-huh.
They don't give you the one if you go into an actual clinical place and do the original real IQ test.
Yeah, because I can get on there right now and make a website about that.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, when I took it, I didn't know what questions would be, and I looked at most of them; they were logical.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't, even the math ones weren't algebra or, a formula. It was just you're going 3 miles this way, 2 miles this way, and 4 miles this way. How many miles will you travel before you get to your destination? I mean, it was like logical everyday stuff.
Well, something I had the same question. It's probably the question I failed on the math test.
it took. The first 5 questions are logical. Now it switched to math for the next 5.
Huh.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So this one's switching you up.
I had the same
Jessica
question
Elizabeth.
on each test, and the question was, if a farmer has 40 feet siding of a house, how many tubes does he have to buy, to go along the side of the house, but they don't tell you how long the tubes are. And so how am I supposed to know?
Yeah, exactly.
You
Or
know,
how tall they are, or
yeah, they don't
what's
tell
the
you.
dimension?
So that's probably the one I failed.
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta tell you that kind of stuff.
Well, evidently the Giants are doing well because I hear my stepdad screaming inside the house,
Hmm.
and I know they're watching the game. So
Is that
Four
him? Is that
handshakes.
him? I can hear screaming though.
yeah, that's him.
That's great.
Nice clapping. They're playing the Dodgers,
your dad,
L.A.
your dad's a
Dodgers
fan.
versus Giants. That's a big rivalry.
That's great. It'd been really funny if they lost and he came screaming and cussing out the door.
All right. I have 16 minutes left. I'm question 7 already.
Dang.
Well, this one's timed.
Oh, they only give you 20 minutes. I thought you said it takes you 20 minutes to do it.
No.
You have a 20-minute timer. Mm, I don't like those.
Yeah, mine was unlimited, but it was a lot of questions. Like you said, I think it was like 300-400 questions.
22.
100, 200, 300. It was a lot of questions. It took me like hours to do it.
So that'd be 11. 22 times 2. That's... Oh, I see what it's doing.
14, 31, 60.
I'm going to have to go with that one right there.
Did you say 6?
No. It was a trick question. Because there was... it's hard to explain.
Right. Well, you hear him?
Yeah, I hear him yelling.
What kind of question is this? The price of an item was lowered by 25%. By what percent must this discounted price be increased to go back to original price?
25%.
Duh.
Yeah, like why? Oh, wait, so the logical and mathematical's done. So what's the next? Pattern
Science.
recognition.
Science.
Pattern. No, pattern recognition.
2, 4, 6, 8. Are you kidding me? Really?
English.
Wow, that was... Choose the next number in the following sequence. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 25.
Nick, knowing your luck, Wi-Fi is going to cut out right on the last question.
Probably.
And it's going to
5,
happen now
10,
that I
50,
just said
20,
it.
25.
I was going to say, please reload. Try again.
1, 2, 3, 5. 1 to 1. So plus 0. Plus 1. Plus 1. What?
What?
Through this test, you
Oh,
realize.
okay. So that'd be 7. All right.
Yeah, but you realize when you see his test, like I did, you realize
Minus 1.
people are really this dumb.
Minus 3. Minus 4.
I mean, this is
Minus
all
5.
logical.
Alright, the pattern one's done.
I bet you you can also research QI tests.
Spatial reasoning?
Spatial?
Reason.
Yeah.
That's probably like diameter and
Oh,
stuff.
okay. No. I think I know this one.
Circumference.
So if those swap, black on left, white on right, center. That one right there. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Really? Wow, that was hard. Select an 8. Corner box, ball outside. Triangle, ball on top. So they're just taking away lines.
I think you're going to do a lot better on this one.
I don't know on that. I don't know on that one. I got 13 minutes left and 5 questions, so I had to take my time. So, box, dot. These are really tricky, don't get me wrong. The other one, though, it was, I don't know. There was same thing over and over again, but that was really complicated. It didn't go through much. It just went through the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it'd be right side. Right side empty ball. I think.
Wow.
Alright,
That's
this
fun.
one I'm just clicking one because I am not gonna know this. That one seems right.
Always hit C if you don't know what it is. Hit C.
Alright, the last three are verbal intelligence.
Oh, there we go. You're
If,
on
oh,
here.
if you rearrange the letters of lizard, that's not a word, but can't be country, can't be river,
Donkey.
This
Donkey.
is,
can't be city.
this is a Jeopardy question.
You must answer who is or what is. We used to have a kid that used to do that in class every day. Like when
Yeah.
teacher would call on him, he would say,
Oh,
"What is?"
wait. Oh, that's trick. That's a trick. That would get someone right there.
What is it?
Wow.
Exactly.
No. Someone really smart or too smart would think over past it and not realize it doesn't say of a, it says of. And when you rearrange the letters, it spells Brazil backwards. So someone would brain over it and just click country.
He's thinking now, right?
Um,
He's gonna do better on this test. I'm done.
I'd love to make one of these tests.
I'm thinking of taking one live myself. That'd be fun.
That'd be a good Tuesday night
guess,
fish talk.
inquire,
Tuesday.
demand, seek.
Hey, I'm gonna be home alone tomorrow night, so you're going to entertain me on Fish Talk Tuesday.
I'm gonna go. I fish now, so I'm early.
To ankle, shoulder to elbow.
45 degree. Well, it depends on when your elbow is.
Depends on if the stripper's down there or not.
I know. I mean, if you do it this way, it's kind of 45 degree.
If you have paralysis, it's a little different.
Yeah, if it's straight down, it's.
Are they assuming?
It'd have to
Usually
be
the answer.
have to be joint. I'm gonna completely fail this one too, just by the way.
Oh, that's okay.
No.
Knife, fork, spoon, napkin.
Knife, fork, spoon.
Which of the
Plate.
four
Dinner
choices
utensil.
is the odd one out? Maybe the one that's not a utensil. Maybe the napkin.
Napkin. Everything else is a utensil. Napkin. Well, yeah, napkin's not
Oh
really.
God.
What's this one? Read it to us.
I have to
Yeah.
sign in.
Sign into what?
Use your other email.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my trash one.
Yeah, that's what I use.
You know you can go to fakeemail.com and it gives you a fake email that only is active.
Sometimes they make you confirm though.
Well, just copy and paste.
What? I have to pay $2?
Well, it was fun watching you take it anyway.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think I did good on that one. They're not getting $2 though.
He's like, y'all ain't worth my $2.
What?
Maybe they just give a super easy test, so they just get people to pay the $2 because they think they did well, and then they give you a hard test once you get on there.
Well, that's almost a gallon of gas.
Yeah, I know, man. I said now it's all gimmicks. When I took it, they gave me results and everything, but if I had to pay if I wanted more analysis.
Huh.
I was like, no, I know my IQ, I know I'm compared to, I'm good. I'm like, I'm not paying any money to learn anything else.
At the
I
end,
said,
they either say you're stupid or you're smart. They're just like, you're stupid.
well, I said nowadays it's all about making money.
Yeah.
Or he took the first one, it wasn't even a real IQ test. It was just one part of the IQ test. It's hard to get a real one.
I'm 6 months away from having my license. Then I'll come out. And
I thought you were saying you're 6 months pregnant.
well, when I come out to Pennsylvania, we can go hit up a few stores.
What do you mean hit up?
Well, knock and pop them.
He has to be able to drive, Nick, to come visit you.
And then we'll come out.
Yeah,
and
he
see
said
you,
he's gonna hit
CCB.
up some stores.
CCB. We'll come deliver your stripper pole from IKEA.
It's a long drive, man.
You think
We should build him. We should build him a custom one that has a fondue at the top, and it just puts oil out of the fondue pump,
Yeah,
yeah.
some
and it
lube.
goes down to the center, goes up through the pipe.
Yeah, it's a stripper pole with a fountain of oil.
And we need to put a spring in it so you can put a condom around it, and then you stick your dick in it and push it, and it puts a condom on your dick.
No.
That's too much. A fondue pole's fine, but that's just too much.
A fountain is good.
I come up with some stupid designs that would sell.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've got a whole list of like 20 designs that I know they'd sell if I made it. Maybe I'll go on Shark Tank.
Yeah, there you go.
Nick,
I thought of a really good one. You know, like dog shampoo and everything.
uh-huh.
Just put UV protection in it. I thought up that idea like 5-6 years. You know, people all do shirts and everything else. Everybody loves their pets, so you give them shampoo for their dog that has UV protection in it.
Gosh.
Anyway, the sun doesn't go through their fur, but the buyers would just buy it up like crazy.
That's true. Hey, Nick, it's like all the sharks are like, I'm out. So you walk out the doors, and then you walk right back through them, and you're like, hey, my name is Nick.
Yeah.
I got another one. I got another one. I
Another
don't know if you guys like this one. It may interest you guys in a combo package. 5 different designs. Actually, I have a lineup of clothing that I was thinking of. Foraging clothing. And the one design with it is, you know, like if you're carrying stuff,
Uh-huh.
you always fold up your shirt or your hoodie. Like if you're grabbing apples or if you're out getting mushrooms or something. Like you guys don't do that, but like when I do that, you kind of fold.
Yeah.
You fold your shirt up. I was gonna have a bushcraft shirt that had clips that fold that part. That's extra,
Mm-hmm.
and then it has the one side. It's complicated, but I have it written down. Hold up.
Does it have a cup holder in it?
have it written down.
No cup holder.
Darn, well, I'm out.
I think
My
I
other
had this
phone's
debate.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up a breakfast place, a strip club, and a daycare.
Oh, here's another one I got. A
It's
website where you put what?
No, go ahead. It's called Tits.
Go
Grits,
ahead,
and
Richard.
Tits.
I'm going
ahead,
pee and I'll be back. I have something that my friend invented that I want to show you guys.
Go ahead, Richard.
What? I said it's called Tits, Grits, and Babysits.
A bed and breakfast.
Yeah, basically.
I had a website where you put your starting zip code to your arriving zip code, and it finds all attractions along the route.
You could do that.
That's so simple, but it's not a thing. What else? Here's a bunch of rap lyrics that I have. I've got so many rap lyrics. I just write them in here. There's another one.
Where did CCB say he's going?
What do you think?
Go pee?
I think he said he was grabbing an
Oh, he's
event.
grabbing a friend's idea. That's not his, though.
Oh, I gotta respond to this email. I might
Oh,
as
you
well take
better
it now.
do it. You better do it. Hey, Nick, I think I'm going to have to buy a tent off of you. What you need to do is put tents on your Teespring.
Tents?
Yeah. You should sell
You know,
Nick.
I actually had a Chinese company reach out that they could make custom tents and stuff.
You should do it. That would
No,
sell.
there's a brand I'd rather collab with that makes them handmade here.
Oh, is it?
There you go. See, my
Yeah,
friend
did you see the
invented
sun? I took that picture of the sun earlier.
I saw that on there. I was driving up the road up a big hill and I saw the sun and I was like, wow. You know, all that smoke you see from the sun is because of California wildfires.
Is that a
What
Ridge
is
wallet?
that?
Can you guys see that?
Is that a Ridge wallet?
What is that?
No, my friend invented this.
What is it? You sit on it?
You do this with it,
You go up your
and
butt?
you put your phone in there.
Well, that's neat.
So
You know,
you
that
can
could be a
film
hot dog holder.
It could be a
So you
hot
can-
dog or a taco.
Yeah, so you can film yourself.
You put a taco
You know?
in there.
Like if you're a skateboarder, he's a skater or somewhere, you want to do a TikTok or something. You put
Yeah.
your phone there so you can set it up. And I'm like, well, you have the Gorilla Grip and all that other stuff for that. Like, why? I mean, and
It
it's
looks
more
really
adjustable
weird,
than
though.
this. It's like, oh, but you can put it in there and you can tilt it forward, you can tilt it back.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't see it something that's gonna sell.
I mean, you could put some lube on it.
I know. I was just like,
That would be a really good butthole plucker.
yeah, I just
You know, if you make a set and call it like the red, white, and blue phone holder set, it'd probably sell.
That
that's
might.
what I said. If you could add graphics to it and something like that to make it
If
look
you make
all
good
cool.
packaging, nobody cares.
Right. But I'm like, I know he gave it to me. I thought it was something to hold your phone like while you're watching it. I'm all, yeah, but then you have these bars in the way. And he goes, no, it's for if you want to like put it somewhere to set it up to film yourself for a TikTok or something. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, I didn't really understand the concept, but why wouldn't you just have it like Gorilla Grip or something that you could like put the phone holder on and be able to just. He goes, yeah, but you can't carry those in your pocket. You can't do, this little thing, the way it's set up, you can do. I'm like, I don't think he's going to sell.
Yeah, I don't think I
You know,
carry it.
the
but
simplest, it's the simplest things that are still out there for grabs that people haven't done.
Well, you
There's
could
so many
grab.
things.
Okay, Nick, do you think you would use this to hold your phone
I think I'll wrap fishing line around it.
for a shot for a video?
No, probably
I
not,
mean-
because I'd use the little stand.
Yeah, exactly. But he said, oh, but those little stands that take up space. I'm like, that's why YouTubers and everybody else has like a backpack that holds all their stuff in it. He's like, oh, but this is for, if you're just out skating. I'm all right, you're thinking of skating. That's all you're thinking about. 90% of the people that are using things for filming that aren't skaters.
Yeah.
This is not gonna do for them.
Maybe you should try to sell them at the skate park.
I know. He said he's giving them to everybody, and
I ride my bike. There's a trail by me. It's 5 miles long, and it's paved, but it's uphill, downhill. It goes through the woods, train tracks. But I've got a really cheap Walmart bike I bought.
yeah, I have mine.
It
88
sucks.
bucks.
Yeah, it sucks
88
riding that
bucks.
thing. The other week I did 10 miles. Today I did 5 because I had to get home. But actually, I just got an email earlier from an electric bike company, and they want to hook me up with a bike. So, and it's not like I just have the electric on constantly. It'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe because the thing with biking with me is the whole time I'm biking, I'm thinking I got to go through the same spot again, what I just seen. It'd pedal all the way back through. So if I could like bike somewhere like 5 miles away or 10 miles away, fully bike there, and then on the way back maybe have it pedal assist so you get there a little faster going back.
Okay, Nick, bike rides. Don't think of the destination, think of the journey.
Get a motorcycle.
No, don't think of the destination, think of the journey.
I like that.
Yeah, because he's thinking, oh, I got to go all the way out there, then I go all the way back.
No,
here.
it's just this certain
There
one.
You are.
No. My certain local path.
What up, back roads?
It's the same obstacles to go through. And I've already done it multiple times, and it is starting to get a little weird. So, like, I've been wanting to bike ride to, like, the closest town to me.
Uh-huh.
And the one past it. So I want to go, like, all the way, pedal there, take a long time to get there. And
Right.
then on the way back, I can have the assist on, which just kind of helps go back through.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go as far as I can without being like, okay, the day's almost over. I'm going to have to turn here.
Well, how long is your nearest thing?
I only want to go one way, damn it.
How far? How far is your...
By the time I get there, I want it easy on the way back.
Yeah. How far
That's
is
what
it?
you're saying.
How
I
far
want
is
to
my
direct.
place?
Yeah, how
I
far is
did-
your nearest town?
My nearest town is 10 minutes away.
No, like how many
And-
miles?
All right.
I don't know exactly.
Like you could bike there back in what?
I want to go to like the
hours?
actual big town that's about 25 minutes, 30 minutes from me.
I
Is that-
actually did when I was little.
Yeah, I have a mountain bike, Dax, and actually I used to jump hills and stuff. And then I really wrecked bad the one time jumping this huge hill. But I've always biked. There was just a time where I just didn't do it because my Walmart bike broke. And I just didn't get another one. And then we're moving and stuff. So I bought another Walmart bike recently. And now if I get this electric bike, I don't know, it just gives you that thing. I'll probably still end up pedaling both ways. But it gives you that feeling like, look, if you couldn't do it anymore, you give up, you could just, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
kind of there. It's on the bike. But I probably won't even use the electric. So it's just kind of a thing that's there.
Here's the thing I did when I was little. Look it up on your Google. I lived in Pomona. Me and my friend Steve, I think it was my friend, I don't know if my friend Rick was there, but Steve, his brother and all that. We rode from Pomona to Huntington Beach and back.
How far is that?
It's almost, I want to think it's like 30, 40 miles one way.
Yeah,
Holy
no
crap.
thanks.
It was an 80, I think it was, I don't know. You guys look it up. I don't remember. Look up, put Pomona, California in, and then put Huntington Beach. Destination.
Well, I gotta get off of here because it's 1:30 in the morning, and I have to, like I said, I got a house sit tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. So
Yeah, and you're a Chick-fil-A guy.
yeah, so and don't forget, Jeff Bezos goes to space tomorrow. So
Jeff
All right.
Bezos?
yeah, he's going to space tomorrow at 9
I've
a.m.
got a-
Eastern Central Time.
I've got a challenge for him. You want to
What?
hear my challenge?
Yeah.
I want him to work like his workers in Amazon work for a day.
That's a good. Yeah, he couldn't do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
So, all right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night. So,
All right, Richard.
I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
See you, Dickard.
Yep. Bye.
Pomona Beach to what?
Pomona, California to Huntington Beach.
My internet's slow. Give me a second. 41.6 miles.
Yeah. I told you it was 80 miles we did that day.
See,
We rode
it's
all
funny
the
with
way
me.
there. We
My
rode
legs
all
are
the way
super
there.
strong, but my bike's garbage, and always has been.
Dude, this is like 1983. Do you think our bikes were any better back then?
Probably better than the one I got.
No. It was I had $8 bike from Walmart, and that thing was way better than what we rode back then. Yeah, we made that trick because his brother.
What did your bike? Did you guys have like the saddle seats, or is it just like a normal?
No, it was a 10-speed. It wasn't a mountain bike. We didn't have mountain bikes at then. They were 10
Yeah.
speed. His brother was a big biker, a 10-speed biker, and he asked me if I wanted to go because his brother had the route. A lot of it was on the pass above the LA River. Because on each side they have the bike pass and that. Because it's 41 miles.
Was it a lot of downhill or uphill, or both?
It's LA is pretty flat. It's like it's
Oh.
pretty much. Yeah, we rode there.
There's so
We
many
hung
mountains here.
We hung out on the beach for about an hour, and then we had to head back. I think we left at like 9 in the morning. We got there around like noon or 1 or something, and then we hung out, and then we headed back at like 2. I think it got dark at like 6 or 7 at that point, but we had to plan it to get there, to hang out, to make it back before dark. But yeah, I made that trek.
I know my dad used to ride about 20 miles every day to my mom's house on his bike because no one would drop him off. No one had a car. He'd drive there and back. And around here, it is only hills. It's never, this
It's
way
so
it's uphill, but the way back, it's gonna be, it's gonna be all downhill. It's even the whole way. It's up, you go down, and then it's back up,
Yeah,
back down, or it curves around the way there down this little slope, and then you got to go back up that. And
yeah,
it's weird. It's not like it does it quick here. It really, it's just an
gradual.
even. No, like decent slope, but it just goes on for so long, and it's just like, when will this end?
That's the way it is from Pomona to Huntington. It's like it looks flat, but part of it's like a 2% upgrade. Then some of it's like a 1-2% downgrade. Like, but still, it was what you said, 41.1 miles. So we went 80.2 miles in one day. I don't know why. I bike to the lake all the time and I was a skateboarder, so his brother, being a biker, thought he was a better athletic person, so that's why I went, I can do this. What are you talking about? I skateboard, I do all this. Yeah. 40 miles one way, 80 miles round trip. No problem. We did it though. we went all the way there and came all the way back.
See, it's funny. Like my legs are super super strong.
Yeah.
It's weird. I do have strong muscles and leg muscles.
Right.
I am big, but I have really strong muscles. So like the stuff I like doing, like, because I do like biking. Like I said,
Right.
I just haven't done it in years. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I like doing that you can get a workout out of. So I just start doing that stuff again.
Well, yeah, I was a vert skater, and all that muscle is your legs. I mean, your arms catch the board, your arms do stuff, but
Yeah.
it's all. So yeah, I had really strong legs compared to like muscle strength in my arms. It was all more abdominal and legs. So I was
I
like,
gotta-
sure, yeah.
I'm listening, but I gotta do this email real quick. Hold on. I forgot. It's for that electric bike. I gotta send it to him because he sent it a couple hours ago. I'll keep talking.
Brief interlude. Nicholas Green Outdoors doing business.
You should see my email inbox. Even when I don't post much, I'm constantly getting pounded with emails.
Well, you're big, man. My email, I get like 2 or 3 a day. I have
Well, a lot of
almost
it's the. My guess is they just have headquarters for tons of different, like Chinese companies, and they just kind of have. Because they don't sell real expensive stuff like certain groups I found that email me at the same time. I'll get a lot of for like the smaller products, and they just kind of copy paste send it to people, and they just like send them constantly, and I get a lot of those. But there's
It's because you have enough subscribers. I don't. I mean, they're looking at you because you're big.
yeah.
They look at me and I look at their product and go, "Oh hell no."
Would there be any additional charge other than the affiliate rate?
What? They're hitting you with the affiliate rate?
Well, they'd want to, if someone clicked on or bought the bike, they'd just give me % of that.
Yeah, they're using you, man.
Well, no, they want to put a link in description. I mean, any company wants that. That's usually how it works. But I'm saying, if someone was to click on it and go over to the page and get something, or just go over and look, they send me extra whenever that happens.
Yeah, they all do that. I get emails all the time for that.
I usually just say no. I'll just I'll do the product and leave the link, but other than that, I don't need affiliate or anything. Just
I hear you, back roads. Yeah.
Nah, I can't say.
We're all friends here. There's only 3 people. Come on, you can.
No.
No, I get offers all the time to be affiliate, be affiliate, be affiliate. Be
There's a
affiliate.
hint on screen now, but you're
I'm
not
like,
going to notice.
No, I get that all the time. I'm like, affiliate. I'm like, I don't.
Honestly, I don't like when they say affiliate. I just say, look, if you send the product, I'll do a video on it and incorporate it into a video.
Yeah,
not
I'll
make it its
promote
own video. I don't need the affiliate. I want to be able to just use it, incorporate it into one of my videos, the product.
Right. If I like you, I'll do it. I'm not
Because a lot
worried
of the
about.
affiliate links, they don't even send you the money.
I know.
They just don't. It's a waste of time.
It's a piece of crap. I mean, it's even like everybody that gives people the code to get a discount. It's like they're just using you. They're not sending any money about it. You just feel better. I feel good about a YouTuber, and I give you a 10% off this or 10% off that, 10% off this, and they're just using you. You
Yeah.
don't get any.
I've had plenty of great offers, and they put one thing in that I'm just like, get out of my
Nope.
inbox.
Yeah, nope. You're not gonna use me like
know?
that.
No.
I'm the one that has the subs. I'm the one you're using. If it ain't beneficial to me, fuck you. I'm not promoting you. You need to be equal with me within this collaboration.
Yeah, and like a lot of them, they want you to, or they'll put it like, before you say anything bad about our product, contact us and we'll work it out. What's there to work out if your product's trash?
Yeah, I know. Really?
What's there to
They
work
put that
out?
in?
Oh, I get that sometimes. Bigger
Really?
companies. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I get that. Or I've
So
never
it-
had anyone send me a script, but I've had them say
You
keywords
need-
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like Skillshare, the last sponsor I had, I really like them because they gave me like, I could say what I wanted. They just kind of said, just talk about it, and I like Skillshare, so I don't know. I like that one, but I've had plenty of other companies that they just jerks. They just want people to, and people
Right.
do it. People do it.
Everybody does it.
Yeah. I can't
said,
do it. I could not read a script or something like that.
I would
That
never
just
read scripts.
drive me nuts.
See,
No.
I've been watching chess a lot.
Chess.
Like chess.
Tournament
I'm
chess.
like, yeah, no, not tournament, like street chess, like time chess, and the trash talking and everything. And I'm like, I don't know, that's changed my whole perception now of. I think of YouTube now as a chess game. About how I put things out, in reality can attack other people on YouTube, and they can't really come back at me because they're a lot bigger than me. But I can go into their comments and make very poignant points about them and stuff, and I got them by the balls because if they come back at me,
I don't know why the gambler just started playing in my head.
no, but if they come back at me, they promote me because they have like you 500,000.
There's a channel.
500,000.
There's a channel, still smaller, but he runs it straight off of that. He'll attack bigger outdoor YouTube channels,
Yeah,
and then act real cocky so it annoys them. And then they come back at him, these big YouTubers,
Right.
and it just gives them attention. And if you select
Yep.
people that get that attention and see, they're like, "Oh, this guy throws punches at people." It's just like a huge, it's
yeah,
a piece of clockwork, and the runner of the channel completely knows. He acts super
Right.
cocky about everything, but he knows it's like a front. He is smart with it, but I could see it. He'd try to troll me and it wouldn't work, but I could see what he's doing.
right.
It's a
see-
process.
See, I've been doing that. Do you know vidIQ? You probably don't watch these,
No.
but he's got like almost 1 million subscribers, and he teaches people how to be good on YouTube and how to make thumbnails, how to do all that stuff. He joined 2013. I joined 2006. So I've been fucking with him in comments on his videos. And he's never, ever, ever once come back at me with a comment. Because, I mean, I think my last one I went, okay, yeah, I've been monetized since 2009. I joined YouTube in 2006. You joined in 2013. What you're trying to teach people is old and archaic, newer and archaic. You're into what YouTube is now. I've known it a lot longer than you. Enough said. You never commented back. Like,
There's this one guy, he keeps getting recommended to me, and I unsubscribed to him a while ago because he's like crazy. And I was just like yesterday, I was like, if he gets recommended one more time, or I see a stupid community post about, like, you ought to see this stuff he puts, and he won't stop being recommended to me. And I just had it. So I went on my other account, and I just tore him up on the stuff he keeps lying about. And he got so mad. Because I want him to, like, ban me from the channel or something so I don't see him again.
Right.
And it worked.
All right, back. I gotta plug in, Nick. We're in a good conversation.
All right, back. I gotta grab a water.
All right, you grab water. I'll grab my battery, and folks, we'll be back here in, I don't know, a couple minutes. Oh, am I back first? Hey. All right, I came back first. It's really fun though. Oh, there he is. I hear him. He's back.
When the day is done.
When the day is done. No, but it's really funny, Nick, because since I got into it like a week ago. Or 2 weeks. I don't know. For some reason, I got recommended for chess. And it was like Trash Chalker's chess. And I started watching. And I was like, this is really cool. Like, because it's all a mental game. But the way you fuck with people and do stuff. And even the way I'm editing now and the way I do my edits and that, I'm thinking chess moves every time I'm cutting and putting things together. And it's just like, it totally changed my whole mindset of how I go about stuff. Like, and remember I used to complain it took me so long to edit? I've cut that down now too. It's like, I don't know. It's just, and it all took watching this like chess move stuff. Like the way you could fuck with people or put this here and that, and then well, if they make the right move and all that, they end up winning. But if they don't, and the way you can bait them for it, and the way you can set them up to, you know, bait them into making the wrong move and all that stuff. And then I don't know, for some reason I have this whole totally different mindset of how I create my videos and how I put them together. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's a weird concept. But I actually, Fletcher the fisherman, you probably don't know him. He's only been a bass fisherman for like 3 years, but he hooked up with Kick Their Bass TV, who now has almost as many subscribers as you. You collab with him. Now he's up to 60,000 something subs.
I don't. The only fishing channel I watch, and I don't consider you a fishing channel. I consider you fishing and other things. So you're not part of the straight fishing, but
It's an enigma.
I cannot watch fishing channels other than Richard Gene. Honestly, any fishing channel, and it's like they got the hype with them. It's like, no, I'm not watching you. I just can't. I can't do it. It drives me right up the wall. I cannot watch fishing channels.
Yeah.
Like, just can't stand them. I just can't.
Right. And there's no middle ground right now in fishing channels. It's either you're big and you do it this way with B-roll and music and all that stuff,
and you're really hyper and you can't fish. Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's the people that do it like home videos where it's not many cuts. It's just
like
really
Richard Gene.
long. Yeah, it's just okay. I know you're out fishing for the day, but at least speed it up a bit. I mean, come on. This is like 90% of this we don't need to see. It's a 17, 18-minute video. It'd be really good at like 10 minutes if you just cut out the 3-minute segment of you just casting and working it, and then casting and working it, and then casting and working it without a fish. It's like, okay, we get it. Cut to the cast, then move on. We don't need to see you sitting there working the bait for like 40 seconds, and the next cast I watched it for 40 seconds when you don't even catch anything. It's like, but that's that sort of thing with me in fishing channels right now. It's
if I see that they're pushing for their kids' audience, like the kid audience, I just leave.
oh yeah,
I just leave.
what Backroads? You have new content? Sorry, I just found this now, but
My cat's blocking the chat, so
yeah. I'll have to check it out. No, I haven't. You don't show up anymore. I don't know. It's like YouTube's weird. They're like cut out a bunch of my recommended when I see them on screen, and now they're giving me like all kinds of other stuff that's like ancient. Like, what happened to my subscribers, my friends that I watch? They should show up. Now it's all like somebody else, and it's like
mine will show up soon. I got a master plan coming. People will be pretty happy.
You don't even show up on recommended. No,
yeah. I will.
Okay, you haven't been
Give me a month.
All right. You've been watching vidIQ? Because that guy, man, he can give you.
No, I've been sucking in so much knowledge from the camping side of YouTube. I've been sucking in so much, and there's plans that I have and schedules that I have that I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I've
almost
been
like
in the same
it's almost like it can't not work. It's just I don't think it's not gonna work.
Oh, there we go. Now my battery's charging. No, I've been doing the same thing. Once that chest, just the way
People think you have to constantly be at it. Yeah, if you stop uploading, it's gonna drop right back down to your core viewers, and then you got to build it back up again. It's not like it just dies completely forever for eternity.
No,
It's an
no.
engine. It's an engine.
Right.
You have to
And
start it
YouTube-
in order for it to run again. You can't just. It's not like you lose everything if you don't upload.
Mm.
I mean, if it's a long time, yeah. I mean, but
even YouTube themselves suggest taking breaks. I mean, if you're someone that has a clientele, has everything, it's all right to do a video saying you're taking a break for like a week or 2 weeks, don't upload, and then come back in. And that's sort of becoming a trend now. There's a lot of people that are on here constantly all the time, and they're like, all right, I'm burnt out. I gotta take a break. I mean,
yeah, but then then there's the clickbaiters, the douche tubers that do it. But
right. It's all gonna lead to that.
yeah, but
If it's a trend, everybody's gonna do it.
yeah, you never see it on my channel. There's no way I'll ever do one or one where it says, "It happened." Wow. They're like this to the title, like crying, and it starts a video. Hey guys, so they're like super happy and crap. Then eventually goes into something stupid that they're crying about.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't watch. That's why I don't really search on YouTube. I just kind of have my little recommendation section of stuff that I watch, and I go into there. I don't even go to recommended. I just go straight into there. Because if I go outside of that, I just get super mad.
Well, I get super mad because, okay, here, I would do a show at O'Neill Forbay, right? One of my full shows, 2 of us, 2 cameras, spent all that time editing it. It gets like 200 views. Then all of a sudden I see some other video from somebody that has like 100 subscribers. It gets 3,000 views in the same amount of time mine got 200. Then I watch it. It's like a 2-minute video. They're filming on their phone. There's no script to it. It's just like Facebook phone footage of them, and they catch one big fish or something. And I'm like, why does this have 1,100 more views than me? Because this is like America's home videos type stuff. But they're at the popular lake and they do this, and they're on Facebook all the time. They're on Instagram. But I'm just like, that's why it's so hard. Because I mean, not like you, because you're in a position where you have enough influence with the amount of subscribers and everything. But with me, it's like, really? I'm getting all these people that are coming up below me that are passing me by with just like complete crap. That makes no sense.
It's weird.
It makes no sense. I have almost 1,800 videos. They have like less than 100. Yet they get
Maybe you should be that picky YouTuber, like the chess you're talking about, and just
right. No,
go at channels that are, I don't know.
No,
like when you say John B's doing something wrong, you should do a video on it.
Right. That's been in the back of my head for the last year or two, is doing reaction videos.
And just like What?
Oh,
What? Why'd you do that? What? Why did
Yeah.
you? What? That's not how you're supposed to do that.
yeah,
You
I
get
think,
so much. You get
yeah,
you get hate, but if you just ignore it, you get so many supporters out of it.
I know, but see what I was talking about, Fletcher the Fishman, right? He put up this video about, and I did one a long time ago about co-anglers. Co-anglers, you're allowed 7 rods. I said slim it down to 3, multiple baits per rod each. He did one about 3 rods you need to buy. You need this one, you need this one, you need this one. And then he put recommended baits for these rods. And seriously, he had one that could work, ones that will work. Each side, like he split in half, and each side he had just, and there was like 15, 20 baits on this side, 15, 20 baits on this side. I'm like, and so I commented back to him, I'm like, I've been fishing for 40 years, and 90% of those baits that you say would work for those combos, it's not going to work. And like I said, chess game, I was setting him up. He responded back to me. He put it as a highlighted comment response. And he went in going, well, my people are on a budget. This, and in the end, he went, I started with a $25 rod in one pull. Most of the baits were too much for it, but I made it work. So I responded back and went, well, why don't you tell him that? Tell him to start out with 1 rod, learn to work everything on that, then expand. Because I know you and I know how you are. And the way you plan this, it shows who you are. You're just trying to sell people product. He never responded back after my first response. After I went back at him,
that's when you make a video on it.
yeah,
Because
that's
that's
what I was
the only
gonna
other
do.
response you're gonna get.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do my issues.
Why don't you? What can happen?
I'm gonna do my issues with Fletcher the Fisherman, and then just, I mean, 3 years of him fishing, 40 years of me.
If you have valid points and someone clicks on your video and makes any interest out of what you're saying, then you'll get supporters out of it. If you're just a clown commenting and just trying to start stuff with no support, but I know that if you comment on someone and then they don't respond, that's when you should make the video. So you should go to those channels that are doing something wrong, comment that, and when they stop responding, show the comment where they start responding, and then do your video.
Okay, Nick.
And that's when a long process of editing could really make a video like that good.
Yeah, that would take a lot of time and everything else. But I'm telling you, I mean, 40 years of me. Most of these guys that are big on YouTube, even John B. Fishing.
He's like 2012.
Yeah, they're like, their knowledge is, even John B., it might be 10 years of bass fishing. Because he started like 09. That's when he first started. I started in 1974. 1979 fishing for bass. So that's what I said when I started watching the chest and all that. I'm like, it clicked. It's like, I can F with these people because I have the advantage. If I rag on them, they can't rag back on me. And especially if I'm leaving things that are poignant and true and real, them getting on me about it is only going to promote me, which they don't want to do.
No.
And they know that.
You should just do one and see how it goes. Because if they search that person and it comes up, it shows you ranting about it. People are going to click on it.
Exactly. And when they see what I have to say and my knowledge and everything, they're going to be like, this is just some jackass trying to rag on him. and even they go, oh, well, He has 60,000 subscribers. He only has 3. He's just trying to. But when I look at the content, I'm like, but he has a valid point.
You should like, if you do a series like that, you should remake and like act like them in clips and put it in.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, I've been doing videos since '86. I know how to do all that shit. Trust me. I mean,
No, I just said you should really. It's not like you're really picking on them. It's just like they need like put down a level because they're way too ahead of themselves and they're just using people.
Right. Yeah, and that's the way I think of all of it. In that level, is you're way ahead of yourself. Like, even you picked up bass fishing and you were a YouTuber and you went, oh, I could do YouTube videos. It's getting popular now, bass fishing. And then they go that, oh, I got to get this popular reel. I had this popular rod. I got to get a boat. I got to get this Garmin. I mean, Weston Smith is a huge example of this. He's been fishing for 3 years. He's now the point that he has a bass boat. He has like one of the best Garmin videos. He has the best rods, the best reels. But the guy sucks at bass fishing. He's just, and before that he had like.
You should make a video. It's just titled "Why Weston Smith Sucks at Bass Fishing."
Yeah,
that.
He's been on there since 2009, but his first videos were about fitness and training. He's a big fitness and training guy, and he has one of those gay hawks. Like, he has a receding hairline, but he has it all like pushed up and back, like to try to look cool. Anyway, he's like almost bald at like 26 or so. And I'm like, and he's like, when he first started, like, I'm like,
I'm trying to think. Weston
Smith.
Was he like a filmer for someone?
No. He just lived in Texas and hooked up with the Googans. John B. liked him.
He's a Googan.
Yep.
Something I can't say.
Yeah. He ended up meeting with him. Some of his titles were like, hey, hanging out with John B. Oh, hanging out here with John B. I mean, using
oh my gosh, his thumbnails. Holy balls. It's all something to do with Guggen balls.
Yeah. He has a whole educational video about how to make the best thumbnails too, by the way.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
How to make the best thumbnail.
How to do the shadowing. Yeah, dude, he's a total freaking hack. He's only in it for the money.
Yeah, I mean, here's one. He's got a thumbnail with, in huge caps, John B's pond, stalking John B's backyard pond with future trophy bass. There he is, sucking off a John B already.
Yep, there you go.
Norman Yak Pack, sucking off them.
Well, Norman and Yak Pack are also Guggen.
Which they're just making it for kids even more.
Yeah, I mean, their average age group's like 20 and below.
Yeah. No, honestly, when Guggens first come out, they were kind of for everyone. But now it's just like this kids garbage fishing brand.
Right. And the best bait
that's what I think. A lot of people think, and I hate this whole Guggen takeover. What, you want the whole store to be Guggen?
No, but the best bait they have is what's the creature style bait they do?
I don't even know.
But that one was designed by Scott Martin. Hello. 40-year, 30-year tournament fisherman, son of Roland Martin. That's the bait he designed for him.
So someone just said it was theirs.
No, he was with Guggen. So when Guggen started using baits,
So that's the only one that was good.
well, that's the one that I think is the most popular. It's the one that actually Scott Martin designed, which is I don't know what it's called. It's like a beaver style bait, the creature type one.
You know,
and a new one.
Remember I got in the argument with someone over Guggen Squad and how I think it won't last that long.
Well, I mean,
I oppose a lot of people with that because you probably think they'll last. Like, I think you even said that. I honestly do not think they will last long. It is so easy for the House of Cards to fall on how they build it. It is so easy.
They're flooding the market. I'll say that. I don't know if that's actually the way to compete right now, because now they're hooked up with what Carl's baits or Carl's.
Well, they've always been hooked with Carl's. That's their money man.
Right. Well, I don't know how old. I mean, they started out individually, then they hooked up with them, and then but
it was very early on that Carl's hooked with them. Very early.
Yeah, because he was part of them.
Yeah, it was super early. I mean, within a month when they started doing their Guggen videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the whole Guggen idea was Rob Lunker's TV. He was the one that orchestrated everything. The rest of the idiots had no business sense, no nothing.
No, I remember he was the original one to join.
Yeah, and he's the one that took it to where it is. And he's the one, I think, that incorporated Scott Martin into it. And if you know Scott Martin, I mean, he'll mention Guggen baits and that, but he's still favorite rods. Guggen now has their own rods. Scott Martin doesn't fish them. He still fishes favorite. So,
well,
I mean,
all Guggen does, they get cheap products and slap on their fancy catchy for kids logos and green, and they make it all hype on YouTube.
Right.
The only thing holding it up is YouTube and the kids watching YouTube and getting hyped to go buy the lures.
Yeah.
That's all that's doing it. And yeah, I've seen people that have went and bought Guggen, but it was just to try him out to make a video on.
Right.
I don't see anybody. I do not see anybody seriously going and buying Guggen just to use them. I haven't personally seen anyone do that.
But
at all.
Did you know the fact that I've had my own custom baits before the Guggens? I started my own CCB custom baits in like 2012. And I had everything just like them. Crankbaits, spinner baits, buzz baits. I started doing it because I couldn't find things to catch fish on that were good baits like what I use and what I create. And yeah, I've pretty much been a way lesser version of them before they even. I mean, once they took it there, they went to China, had it all produced. I produce all mine here. I make all mine custom. I do it all here. That was my whole thing was, you know, you
and
want
that's the one thing I can't. The one thing I can't stand with Lunkers, Mr. America man, everything he does or touches or sells is all.
I know. You start that new apparel one. It's all.
And it's so fake. It's just so fake, and I can't stand it.
Well, he's a vet. You know, he's working off that. He's a vet though.
Yeah, but some of the stuff that he has said, and now with the products he sells, It just kind of works against itself, and it just throws you off.
But it doesn't throw off all the freaking idiots that watch him.
And that's the thing with Lunkers. He's not just kids. It's
Yeah, vets.
teens.
No, it's vets, dude.
There are
lot of
vets, yes. Yeah, and that's the same with
huge
like
amount.
Demolition. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's like with Demolition Ranch as well.
Yeah,
But there's
huge
also
amount.
that like 20s group. All the other channels are stuck with kids, but he's got more of a diverse.
No, the only diversity in him is he has a vet. That's giving him his huge upper 55, 40 and above group. The rest of his, I'm telling you, the rest of his are like 20 and below, like you said. And there's probably a skip all the way till an older age group because he's a vet. That's his tie-in. He knows how to do things. He knows how to work it.
Yeah.
He's an intelligent businessman. And I'm pretty sure that's why he's the one that orchestrated the Guggen Squad and got
He's definitely
everything together.
intelligent, but he's fake as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's how people make money. You know what I mean? But I just rather not watch someone that does stuff like that.
Well, I watch him now because he got into tournament fishing.
The only guy, honestly, I've seen that's really good at it, Lake Fork's decent.
Yeah.
Lake Fork guy.
No. Well, no, at one point, if you know the history of Lunkers, at one point during his 4 years or 5 years on YouTube, he actually said in a video he would never, ever, ever do tournament fishing. And now he's joined the BLF and all these other, and he's doing tournament fishing. I'm like,
He'll do anything. He'll do anything to keep it up.
right. And I like watching him because he sucks at it. He's a good fisherman when he can go someplace with a
Well,
bite.
you got it wrong. They're good at fishing if there's an editor involved.
No, but what the tournament stuff has shown that he's not. Like he addressed it. He addressed it in the videos when he started doing tournaments. He said, "All right, guys. I said at one point I wouldn't be a tournament fisherman, but this shit is for real, and this shit is kicking my ass because you don't know when the tournament's scheduled. You don't know the weather conditions. You don't know anything. There's like 200 or plus people on the same lake of you the same day. Everybody's been pre-fishing it. Everybody knows spots. And so for me, watching him try to, I saw watching videos going, that's a mistake. Nope. You ain't getting anything there. You ain't getting anything there. You ain't getting it. It's like, because I spent so much time turbot fishing. So watching him doing it, I was like, you got a lot to learn, buddy. This ain't like just going making a video on your home lake where you know the bite. This is real life bass fishing. And he's starting to realize that as he's doing it. It's like he's getting his ass kicked all the time. He's starting to do better if he goes back to a lake that he's had tournament on before. But I'm like, you ain't gonna be able to do it.
But his audience is gonna like it.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah.
It just makes more hype.
Yeah, but he had to come to that because he was lagging. his views were down. He went to the storage unit stuff for a little while. Remember with that other collab he had with that other guy that
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do that aluminum foil ball or like a slime challenge yet.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, you were talking about Lake Fork guy, right?
You know, I think I'm gonna make a video making fun of the Googans like shortly and post it. Just all of them.
It's fun.
I think I'm gonna.
I start watching chess, dude. I'm telling you, it's called Chess Coffee. Start watching some of these real known chess masters and that when they play people and they have savants on there. They have they play against 8 and 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds that kick their ass. And I'm telling you, watch it. It'll if it does anything that it did to me when I watched it, it's like, oh, okay. Let me start taking my YouTube videos and my whole YouTube thing, my presence at it and where I am, as a chess game. Let me start, saying check. And they have to scramble so it's not checkmate the next move. And so, yeah, I've been taking all that sort of idea of it to making videos and titles of videos. And like I said, I want to do ones where I really rag on the bigger up-and-coming people and just rip them apart, not video style, but just bass knowledge. Their concept and how they have been fishing for hardly no years. They have the high-end cameras. Now they have a boat. Ooh, they have a Garmin with clear view and all that.
Like I said, Flair is just stuck on buying things. He has to buy something or kill an animal or let an animal get killed in order to get views. He just, I honestly feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. They're just stuck. They're all like that, but he's specific to what I just said.
Once you went to farming instead of fishing, he's blown up.
Well, yeah, he's a fake farmer, but
I know, but he's the biggest Googan right now.
Well, yeah, because he's always buying stuff, doing crazy stuff. And I feel bad for him because he's stuck.
Well, you said that about what's his name? Gray.
Kendall Gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for him too.
Because he was stuck as a character.
They're stuck.
Yeah, but they're all about the money, so they're
doing good, but
yeah,
I know deep down inside they're probably not happy, even with the money.
I don't know. There's a lot of people that aren't like us. I mean, obviously, I've been doing it for 14 years. I have 3,000 subs, and I might get lucky to make $100 a month. But I still progress and keep working on it and keep changing it and keep working on it. I mean, and that's another thing I have when I start talking to other people back, because it's all about their whole purpose, like the vidIQ and all that, is how to take your channel from 0 subs to 1,000 subs in a year, how to get this many more views, how to get this. It's all completely, totally not the construction of the video, the artwork, and becoming someone that people like to watch and formulating and putting away. It's all just about the tricks to gain a bunch of subs and gain a bunch of views and make a bunch of money. And I'm like, if that's your goal going to YouTube, you're not a genuine person. It's like,
No. Trust me, I could have made tons by now, and if I wanted to be fake and do stuff when I didn't want to, or do trends that I didn't want to.
right.
But I'd rather not. I'd rather be happy when I'm off of YouTube. Because eventually they're gonna be off YouTube and they're gonna look back, it's gonna be like they're gonna feel something about it. Even if they're like this business person that loves money.
Yeah, but I said as far as YouTube is a chess game, that all leads into how I can F with these people. Because I have 1,000 more videos than them. I've been on YouTube 6, 7, 10, 12 years longer than them.
What are your comments like your pawns?
Yeah, that's exactly the way I'm working it now. They can't come back at me. But people see my comments in there, or like Fletcher, idiot, he highlighted it. So the first comment reply is highlighted at the top of the thing. Central Coast Bass, Central Coast Bass, Central Coast Bass. I gained like 7, 8 subscribers that day. It's like, I don't know. Ever since I'm taking the chess game, it's like I know a lot more how to fuck with them.
Maybe you'll be good picking on people.
Oh, I'm a good trash talker. That's just it.
It's not trash talking if you're not lying.
Oh, it's not. And that's what the thing is with the chess things is these people give them a bunch of shit, but they're either masters of chess or grandmasters of chess. So yeah, they're fucking with people and trash talking them, but they have what it takes to back it up. You know? And I have what it takes as far as bass fishing knowledge to back any of this shit up. They can't fuck with me on that side of it. And if I can bait enough of them into it, it just adds to me coming up more. Yeah, but the funny thing is, you said Luckers and you talked about Lake Fork guy. After the video where Luckers say never enter a tournament, he did a video with Lake Fork guy who was doing a tournament, and Rob was with him to help him pre-fish. And so in that video, I left a comment to Rob going, "Funny, Rob, you said you never fish a tournament. Why are you on here pre-fishing with your friend for a tournament?" And he replied to me and went, "I said, I've never fished a tournament. But he fishes them, so I'm just helping him out." And I'm like, I don't know, I respond after that, but I don't know if I said that. But it's like, he actually took the time to comment back to me on it. And I'm like,
well, people think people aren't gonna see things. You know what I mean? And they never take that hit on it.
yeah. I mean, it's
You know what I mean?
But when you come back at them and you suddenly bring up a comment or show a comment on a video against them about how they respond to you in a comment, it's like, oh shit, he remembered that? That was like 2 years ago. How do you remember that? You know, it's kind of like politicians, you know? I never said that. Never said that. Oh, really? Here's a video 3 years ago on CNBC where you disagreed with this that you said you never said. It's like they think nobody's going to be able to look up that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be able to call them out on this stuff. But if you have knowledge of it and remember it like a chess game, you can go, "Oh, this will be good." See how he backs out of this one.
you don't say anything. You don't talk much in your chess game until you make the move. You know what I mean?
Oh no, you gotta watch the new chess, man. It's like NBA on the court trash talk all the time.
Love to just tip the board over or something.
Yeah, it's kind of the point that if you weren't a good player, that's what you would do. You'd be if you were a kid, you'd be like, "Well, fuck you, I don't want to play." And you like throw the board out.
And
No,
that's when you get your subscribers.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, but you got. It's like, really, you want to make that move? That was a sad move, dude. You really going that way? Oh, that's bad. I thought
I'd
you
love
knew how to.
I'd love
I
to
thought
see
you knew
you.
how to play chess.
I'd love to see you like arguing with those fishy channels that think they're really good. That'd be funny if they and you just get subscribers off it.
Yeah,
Because
no, I
you know the channels that deserve it
don't
are
get
the
it.
ones that don't get it.
Yeah, they don't get
So
it.
I think if you pick on the ones that are really faking it and not good or they're using people, I think people will click on the video and be like, "Why does he not have more subs?" And he's right, and then they'll go to him. And if you start a battle with them and you win, then you get more in the end out of it. So
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a double-edged sword right now for me. My earliness of joining YouTube, their lateness of joining YouTube, my knowledge of it, and my amount of videos, and me doing it all this time with not a monetary gain beside it, gives me all the advantage. Plus my knowledge of bass fishing to fuck with them.
but they're not gonna care if you say any of that fighting with them. You just need to find everything that someone would agree with you on they're doing wrong. Like if you were the one that brought it up and they're like, "Oh yeah." Like, "What? Why did you do that?" Like if you get a bunch of stuff like that
Right.
and just
That's
put it
what
in
I'm
a
saying.
short video, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah. And that's what I said. And they go, and if they go, who's this guy? And they start looking back at my content and they start going, wow, this guy's been fishing for a long time. This guy has a lot of knowledge. That's why I said, that's why.
When they come back asking you questions, like anything past the arguments you're making, just say, "We're not talking about that. I'm talking about all these
No,
things right here that I just listed."
right.
And then let
No,
the
I know.
people do the searching.
Right. That's what I said. That's like I said, when Fletcher bit on that comment I left to him.
What's his channel?
Fletcher the fisherman. It was his
I already see what's going on with his thumbnails.
yeah, he does the same thumbnail. It's like a fishing pole and then a fish jumping and then some pointer and it's outlined. But my comment, it's on it was a newer one. I know. It's 3 rods. I think the title was 3 combos that will make your bass fishing better, or something like
3
that.
rods that
There you go.
every bass fisherman needs.
That's the one. Click
Best
on that
bass
one.
rod and best bass reel. Best bass rod, best bass reel.
Yeah. Look at that one, and that was new, right? It was like a week ago or
Yes,
something.
last one.
Yeah, but if you go down, look at the comments. I'm on there. The highlighted one should be the one that gets back to me.
I think he deleted your comment.
What?
When did you put your comment?
It was a highlighted
Oh, I see it.
comment.
He
There you go.
unhighlighted it. He must have seen you were
okay.
getting. He must have seen you were getting subscribers from it. He just unhighlighted it.
Yeah, it was. It's really long, right? It's about I go for people that are on the budget.
Oh my god! Here's Mr. Genius. The video is designed. What the hell? Designed?
That's the comment.
Design?
Yeah. Yeah.
This video is designed. Oh, so he's a designer now. For people on a budget or people who don't want to buy 10 to 20 combos for super specific techniques. Obviously, these combos aren't perfect for every lure that I listed and can definitely be used effectively enough without absolutely needing to buy something else. I learned to bass fish with a $25
Yeah, exactly.
6x6 medium light spinning rod. Does any of this matter?
I know, but keep reading.
This isn't about learning how to bass fish.
I know, but keep reading.
It managed to make it work for way more than what it was designed for, and caught a lot of big fish with lures that it can't handle.
And what's my comment back?
Well, good. Tell them to buy one combo in advance like you did. Your argument with the one reel sealed deal, or sealed the deal about who you are.
Yeah, he's all about selling product.
Oh God! Now we got another one of these guys. It's got a whole biography in their description. All right, here he goes. My boat. Use code FTF for $100 off merch. Holy! How far does it go down?
What's this on?
Huh?
Is this a comment after my comment? Is this still Fletcher?
No, it's his description.
Oh, it's his description. It's Fletcher's description?
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's an advertisement all the way through.
I really cannot stand any. I'm making a video clowning on these people because I don't care if I get hate for it. I'm just gonna make myself laugh with it, and that's all I care about. Oh,
Well,
he
no,
blew
but-
up off of shorts. That's why. Epic fish catch. Hashtag shorts. 3 million views.
Yeah. It's like, so you can only edit for 15 minutes. It's like, so you took a fish catch during one of your fishing videos and made it into a short, and they got 3 million views, but the video it came from got 2,000. Why is that good?
I'm making a video on these kids. I'm fed up. I'm sick of this.
But see, you're on the other end of me. You have enough that they'll look the other way. I have nothing. You have everything, but we're both in the same position. I mean, mine is
His
knowledge.
thumbnail is the same freaking rod clip put over a picture of the pond.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are you
I'm
looking
so
at
sick
Fletcher?
of these people. I'm actually sick of these people. Look,
know.
it's the same goddamn rod. Look.
I know.
I know. The first thing I'm gonna do in the video is pull the rod like this, so
Yeah.
hard, and I'm gonna make like a fish jaw and have it on the lure. And
Yeah,
make it
I said, did you? Who you on there? Who was that you were showing?
Fletcher the fisherman.
Yeah, I said all of his thumbnails are exactly the same.
I got a hook in my face. Hospital visit. Ow.
Yeah, it's like his thumbnails are.
Oh my
but see,
God.
But see, here's the thing. When you start watching how to become somebody on YouTube, that's the first thing they tell you. Make sure your thumbnails are all identified to you. Make sure they have your look. Make sure they look the same. So when everybody sees one, They know it's you because it's the same thumbnail. And that's
Yeah, I know, and
exactly what
that's
it does.
what people don't freaking get. Look, let's. Yak Pack literally looks like an upgraded Kendall Gray, or actually not even upgraded. He looks like a side grade of Kendall Gray if he was 40.
You know it. You know it. I know
I'm,
Yak Pack.
I'm making I'm making a video making fun of all these people. I'm gonna have the most clickbait thumbnail you've ever seen for fishing. It's gonna
But
be
see,
right there.
here's the thing, Nick. I've known Yak Pack since he had less subscribers than me. And I used to give him advice and tell him things in his comments and response to him. Look where I am now and look where he is.
Well, yeah, he's got a kid audience. I mean, would you want a kid audience?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, anybody could be like him. I don't know who would want to, but like,
right.
I'm just so sick of these adults
Flat.
just using
I know.
kids, and the kids don't know. They're using these stupid thumbnails.
Right.
They suck at fishing and don't admit it.
Right. Oh, Yak Pack admits it quite a bit, but he still uses. He hooked up with Norm and Lojo. That's how he got where he is. I said
He has
when
a
I
punchable face. He really does.
He's a military guy too. He's a veteran, so he's got that side of it too. But when I met him, he was at like 1,000 subs or 1,500. He was just looking to get monetized. And I used to comment a lot. That was like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I commented back to him. I gave him advice. I did a lot of stuff in that. Then he hooked up with those guys, and now he's at. How many is that now? 100 and something?
Yeah.
Yeah. But his knowledge of bass fishing is like 2% of mine. Yet he went that youth route, the kid route. He has a family. He has kids. Yeah, I said it's the YouTubers that are popular now. They're teaching people, kids to fish.
Man,
are
I feel
doing
bad
it-
for these kids when they try to fish.
Yeah, they're doing it completely wrong. I'm gonna hit up Fletcher with another one. Here, see, the funny thing was Fletcher's viewers themselves keep telling him they want to see him fish public water because he always fishes private lakes and private waters. And he did one show about it, didn't get many views. He was fishing like a public river or something. But I saw a video and he kept saying, "Oh, I know you guys want me to do this. I'll get back. I'll be back to it." So now that I have him set up, and I know he's responding to me with that comment, I'm going to come back with one that says, "Hey, why don't you fish more public waters? I know your viewers want you to. All I fish is public waters, and I catch a hell of a lot more bass than you. Why don't you listen to your viewers and start fishing more public waters?" See, that's what I said about the chess game. Now I know that, and I saw a video about him. I can use that, and the fact that I only fish public waters, and I can use that as something I know he will respond to. He won't be able to hold himself back. He will come back with me and try to defend it against me. He might put it. I doubt put his highlight comment again because
What do you think I should name the video?
I'm not a fisherman, but these guys that are still suck.
No, it should be every YouTube fisherman. Just every YouTube fisherman Or should I use like just one of their titles? Should I just copy a title?
Yeah, there
One
you
of
go.
the craziest titles I could find. Copy it, paste it, and then make my own thumbnail with like cops
Yeah,
in
there
the
you go.
background, a bass with wings up in like the sky, and 3 fishing rods holding them. And I'm like this.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that.
I'm gonna have my drone. I'm gonna fly it right into my face. Have lo-fi music playing over it. Have it crash into me. Once it hits me, it will pan to the water. And then it will show me doing this.
Yeah.
And a fish flying in the sky. I'll take days editing that because that'd be a good one.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm helping you out here, Nick. Because
No, I was gonna make one of those a while ago, but
no, I'm fueling your fire now. Really, what will really seal the deal is start watching some of these chess videos, man.
I've already seen the chess videos.
Oh, have you?
I watched. There's this
It's
German
called
kid.
coffee.
There's a German kid like super young, and he beats like everybody.
Yeah, but what it's called chess coffee. It's kind of like a play on Seinfeld's Comedians and Coffee. It's called chess coffee, and he has some of the more well-known street chess people. Like, I mean, I'm not looking at tournament chess like people in a confined normal. I'm looking at the street stuff, the raw actual chess play, like like the shell game type stuff, chess hustlers, and videos about them and stuff. Those are the ones that you can't go to the formalized like poker all stars thing. This is the raw, just like someone like me that could show up at a lake and go, "Hey, dude, you're a good fisherman. You think you're a good fisherman? All right, $100 right now. Who catches the most fish? $100. That's the chess stuff I watch. The ones that fuck with people.
Well, I'm gonna get off. It's getting late.
Yeah, I'm about ready to go too. I had to eat. It's already been.
Well, I still gotta pick up my room and make my bed, and that takes a long time. My bed is too big,
Yeah,
and I'm like really tired. I want to just go right to bed.
Dak said perfect.
You know, I might piss them all off, but I don't care because a lot of bigger YouTubers, they don't like people, and they'll still collab with them just for the views, even though they don't like the person. So I hope they all see this, and the ones I'm picking on just don't like me anymore. So,
and if you're, I said it's all fair game. There's no rules on
and
YouTube.
that's the thing with me. It's really hard. It's hard to get back at me.
Right. The more resilient you are to what
really,
they say.
If someone figured me out, I give them $1,000 if they figured me out.
Well, I figured out. I can guess your IQ level right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you guess that.
I bet it's around like 57, something like that.
56.
Oh, I love 57. Damn.
That means it's better, right? If it's 56.
Yeah.
56 is higher than 57, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if it's like golf, you're right. Yeah. Lower is better.
I can't wait to make that video. All right.
Well, you make that, and I'll.
Well, I have 10 videos that need to go up first. 3 are edited, uploaded. So once all that's done,
I'm gonna do my first fuck with video. So
what are you gonna lose?
Oh, you don't lose anything.
No.
The one that got me the most views and the most subscribers was a video that 200 people disliked and 20 people liked. He got like 200 comments. 10 of them were positive and 190 of them were negative. But he got tons of views and he got me like 20, 25 subscribers. So devil's advocate is it's a great game to play if you have knowledge to back it up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go
All right.
before we keep talking because I am really tired.
Yeah, all right, guys. Nick's out. I'm gonna be out. I've already been live for almost 4 hours. So thanks for coming in, Nick. Thanks for this. I'm glad you agree with me as far as like 9% of our knowledge of YouTube and how we think 90% of it is crap.
Well, I'm just thinking if I was off YouTube, I would still feel the same way, and I wouldn't have a voice to speak out against them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're on here. Might as well make fun with it.
Yeah. All right.
You got the voice and you got the sub, so you can
I'm pretty.
fuck with them a lot.
I'm pretty annoying.
You can
I'm
fuck
pretty-
with them a lot. You can fuck with them a lot harder than me just because of your sub count. That'll make a lot of them stick their head down to their freaking balls and run away. I can't do that because I only have 3-something thousand subs. But you, the way you are, you think like me, you can scare the hell out of them.
And I'm really annoying.
Yeah, you can annoy the hell of them, and you have. I said you just have. You have way more stature to fuck with them, and they go,
I'm not gonna call anyone out, but I'm just gonna copy what they do
yeah,
and if
Play with
anyone
them.
does reply, I'll make an own video about them.
right. I
Yeah.
said just play with them, just have fun with them. That's what I'm gonna start doing. But I'm a low end, and I'm gonna play with the big ends. But I have enough knowledge, intelligence, and debate skills to make them look like idiots. All right, again, we're still talking. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming in. Nick's got to go. He's tired. It's 3 hours later for him. I'll be live tomorrow. I'm gonna be live at the Pinot. I'll be doing a live fishing. And when's your next upload, Nick?
Maybe
Don't know.
tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. All right, we'll look forward from maybe tomorrow from Nick. He just plays it by ear, but he's really good and he does good videos and yeah. All right, we're out. Oh wait. Oh yeah. All right, I'm out. Bam! If I can hit the button. There we go.